hello there, my darlings. Let me know if you can see me because tonight is the night, and look, we have a full moon, and I have started the fireplace. Let me turn the fireplace up a little bit because I know you all love that, and I love it too. It is so relaxing. We need to have it relaxing. And I'll tell you what, you all are angels. Welcome in here tonight. This is not a live stream, this is an event. And we get Miss Melanie Little, attorney Melanie Little, the vivacious, smart, beautiful, wonderful lady that she is. And she's going to stay with us for a little bit. But first, I have a little intro before I bring her on that I want to play. And then we're just going to get to it. So here we go, my darlings. Hang in there because here we are.
Once upon a time, a young woman with long golden hair and blue eyes waved goodbye to New York and set her sights on the mountains. She landed at the University of Colorado Boulder, home of Ralphie the Bison and big dreams. With diploma in hand, she was ready to take on the world. Back in New York, she became a fierce voice for justice and a champion for those who needed one most. Soon, the courtroom wasn't enough. She brought her passion for the law to YouTube. And tonight, under the Sturgeon full moon in Aquarius, she's here, bringing the courtroom to the cosmos. Welcome, attorney Melanie Little, to Seeing Crime with Lady Zelda Kelly, and welcome to all the cupcakes who follow as well. I think you're going to love it here.
Hello again, everyone. Here she is. Give her a nice big Seeing Crime cupcake welcome. There you are.
I love it. I love the intro. Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
I put my lights. I have like a fire mode on my lights, but I fear it might be too much, so I might have to go
no,
back
I love it. You look fantastic.
But will it like
You look
freak
great.
people out who have like
No.
epilepsy or something?
Well, if you do,
You know
I
how
will
it is.
too.
We get a lot of complaints about a lot of things, Zelda.
Well, I
And
know.
the full moon makes it worse. I fear.
Well, I know. But you know what? I just figure out I don't have a complaint department, and neither do you. So we may as well just go on and we do our thing, right? We do our thing. So tell us, how are you today? You look fantastic and beautiful. And tell us what you're doing besides law. We love it that you do law, but tell us what you're doing.
I mother. I mother. I worry. Live music is my thing. And today's 30 years ago today, Jerry Garcia passed away. And I remember exactly where I was. So I've been like a hippie chick like my whole life, since college. Followed the Grateful Dead around, still do. And that was a milestone when 30 years ago when Jerry died. I remember exactly where I was.
Can you believe it? And Ozzy Osbourne now. And it's like, and I saw where Dairy Queen is coming out with an Ozzy Osbourne blizzard that has a bat on it. It is the cute, it's like a chocolate bat. Now I try not to do that stuff, but if they come out with it, I gotta do it.
Yeah.
I gotta do it.
You got to. It's like a thing. Yeah.
Yeah. It's like it's like the Stevie Nicks thing. We've got to do the Stevie Nicks thing. We got to do all of it.
I got it right here.
wonderful.
Oh, look at my sleeves. I wore this for you, Zelda. I'm in my Stevie Nicks era right now.
There you are. Bravo. I just love that. You just transport me back to I love it. I love it. Well, tonight, my darling, we have just passed the cusp of the full moon in Aquarian. It's a sturgeon moon, which is really good. And it's now with this cusp, and we're going to peak at 8:30 Eastern tonight. Will be totally full. And all of this energy from 7 p.m. until 8:30 is just going to build up and be all great for transformation, for creativity, for many, many good things. And I just am so glad that you're here because we can celebrate this together. What better way to celebrate it together? I love it. I love it.
I know. There was some craziness today. Was it? Yeah, today was crazy. Like I came into contact with a person who had really bad energy, and I came home and I was like, I don't know. I can't, there's not enough sage to help. I can't burn
Right.
enough sage to get rid of this energy. I don't know. But yeah, and everything leading up to this too. We were in Mercury retrograde, right? So
Mercury
I think
retrograde.
I've had like 5 major things break in my house in the past 2 weeks. Like it's crazy. This stuff is real. It's real.
I have a faucet that is dripping. There's just, it's little tweaky stuff that it's not big major, but it's the little tweaky stuff that's been happening. I've had an influx of spiders that have been coming in. I've got spider traps all over the place. And it's like, hello, I am not attracting you, stay out. And there's just all kinds of and I had a little Venmo issue that I told you about that was really
That's wild.
funky. And I don't know why people act the way they do. I just don't know. But I want to welcome everyone. See, I have just been neglecting because here I just go into it because it's just, us.
Hi.
Hi,
Hey everyone. I see
It
green-eyed Southern girl. Let's try. Maybe we could help each other get rid of the negative energy because I see a lot of people in the chat. Yes, we got a new dryer. James knows the dryer broke. Something in the pool broke. The pool was green for 2 weeks. I have mice. You have spiders. I have mice. I learned how to set a mouse trap though. So
Really?
I got some good came out.
You know what helps?
What?
Is WD-40 when you get the little red thing, the spray nozzle, and you spray that like under your just enough under your cabinets. It stops them from coming in. It stops the spiders. It stops the mice. It stops it just because it's slick enough. It's silicone that they can't cross it.
Oh.
And it doesn't hurt them. I
don't even know where they get in. Like you can't figure out where they get in. Like apparently mice can go through like a little teeny weeny crack. And then you could call the exterminator, but there's nothing they could do. It's like they can't, they can't block it. But maybe that's what it is. Maybe it's all part of the same force.
They're all right. And I think, it seems like they can just flatten out, they just get so flat and they can get through I don't have that. It's the spiders, but I'm in the South, I'm south of you, my darling. So
I don't know where you are. I don't know if anybody knows where you are.
Well, I'm kind of
undisclosed location.
Yeah, I'm back here. This is where I am in the castle. Welcome to the House of Zelda. And welcome to everyone here in the chat. I see you. You're so wonderful. I've been seeing all of you earlier today, and Scott came in and was just so kind and saying, please make sure your notifications are on. I love that. It is Saturday, August the 9th of 2025. We are almost done with Mercury retrograde. Hallelujah, saying a prayer. Thank you so much. And now comes the gut punch hangover of Mercury retrograde. And it's almost as though Mercury is like, I'm almost done, but I'm just going to get you before I go out. But the good thing about this, Miss Melanie, is I think you've noticed this too. Some things in court cases, even personally now, but things in court cases come to the surface. That's why I love Mercury retrograde. Things that are hidden are coming out. Just like these Morissy emails. Have you seen some of the Morissy emails?
Oh yeah. I saw a couple of them. I can't wait to read the rest of them.
Are you going to do something on that?
Yeah, I was going to do it today, but I had people working all day, fixing all the things that broke in my house. The central air conditioner broke, so they were here all day doing that. So while I was sitting outside, I was reading all of the emails and all of the, I have Trooper Paul's report that nobody ever saw, which is wild. Right. And there's a lot of, there could be some people going to jail. It's not going to be Karen Reed. Let's put it that way.
The one that got me the most, I think, and I'm not reading it. I'm paraphrasing it, but I'm going to tell you the one that I got the most, or got me the most, was that and this was from, I can say it, Amityville Morissy, to whomever the case may be, basically saying, oh, this is affecting, there's only one person or some people that this is affecting, and it's the O'Keefes and their extended family.
Right, their extended family. What does that mean? Does that mean John O'Keefe's grandparents and cousins. And what do you mean? Those people were not his extended family. He was not friendly with the Alberts and the McCabe's. He barely knew them.
Oh,
I mean,
think
that's insane. I mean, and then he asks for $1 million. He asked for $1 million from like the state legislature.
right.
You know, we got a problem here or something. We need, we need $1 million. Can you send? And then right before that, he had sent the guy like $100 donation twice. Butter him up a little with the hundo.
There's got to be repercussion from this. There has to be. Hopefully. But you notice they just keep on this end, just on the edge. They keep on this side, so it just is like crazy town. You know, you look and you see exactly what they're doing, and yet there's no law for morals, unfortunately.
No, but now that, as Nurse Kim says, Unimpound Town is here, there's going to be some ramifications, maybe for some behavior.
I just
We're
can't.
going to see.
I saw where David Yannetti was posting about some of them, and you know they're looking at it. You know,
Well, that was
they're
the
looking
one.
at it.
That was the one where Morissy said about Judd Welcher, like, we got to get a guy. We got to get a guy. We got to get a guy who can show our theory of the case. And when I go over Trooper Paul's original report, you're going to see that all they did was get a guy who could back up exactly what Trooper Paul already said happened. And so really, and pay them $400,000 to do it. Yeah, that's what they needed. They needed to get a guy, and they went to a company, Aperture, or this guy sold his company to Aperture. The guy who sold his company was a former Massachusetts State Police employee. So it was like somebody that they already knew. And then they were like, oh, we'll go to his company because he's going to have the guy who's going to say what we need the guy to say. And it was Welcher.
Isn't he related to Trooper Paul, the guy that bought? I was thinking that he was.
Is he part of the extended family?
It's part of the extended. Oh, just a minute. Here's a call. Hello. Oh yeah, Jen. Oh yeah, she's already here. You don't have to worry about getting a blowout to come tonight because you're not invited. Thank you very much. That was Jen. She wanted to come and say hello to you.
You know she's watching.
She's watching. That's why I did that. Hello, darling. And you don't have to come because we are talkers. We're talkers. Don't even bother. It's so funny. But yeah.
But I mean, why were they being protected, Zelda? Why? What is it about them that gives them like the bat phone to Morissy and the protection? What is, does somebody have something on Morissy? Why? Why was he going out of his way to write emails to the Stoughton Court judges to say one of our citizens has no more faith in the clerk's office or the court system? And that was Jennifer McCabe, because he attached her screenshot about Chris Albert not getting his restraining order. And she didn't get her restraining order against Turtle Boy. And you could just see, and Aiden's been saying on his show, and I call him Aiden because that's his God-given name, that he says that what he's not allowed to talk about is like a million times worse than what we saw in Karen Reed's case. Like, these text messages are I can only imagine that they're probably going to show a concerted effort to put him in jail. And they did. And
crazy.
I mean, you can't make that kind of stuff up. Like, who does that?
I think, right. And I'm going to say, I believe that, because when you become hungry for power, desperation becomes danger. Yeah. When people get desperate, they do dangerous things. And they want to protect their little nucleus of power so much that they're willing to go beyond, cross the lines, and do whatever it break the law.
What did she call it? Like the little circle? Like we have our little circle or our family circle. I forget what she called it in those text messages, but it was like, the inner circle, the little circle.
Right.
Like protecting. Nothing is more dangerous and more scary than a person who has nothing to lose.
Or thinks that they don't.
Right. Or a person who has everything to lose, I guess.
Right.
The flip.
Right. Well, the group text, the one that really got to me from Miss Karen, and by the way, I've got to say this, I could never have looked as marvelous as what she did throughout the whole entire process. Season 1, season 2, she looked stunning constantly. Although I would have looked horrible by the time it was at the end, but she had it together. But the one thing that really, really bothered me was the fact in that group text, before they even arrested her, they said, well, if she please, they were talking about ask the, I think it was Boston 10, ask when it went into D&E Pizza or wherever they went. I can't even remember. But ask, because if she please, then okay. But if not, this will be an episode. They got their episode.
Oh yeah, this is going to be this is going to go on for years.
Yes, it will.
It will, and will there be justice for John O'Keefe ever? I think so. I think there will be. A lot of people say no. I think the public is too involved now, and they're going to demand answers, and they're not going to stop until somebody is held responsible for the murder of John O'Keefe. I really believe that. And the FBI doesn't tell you when they're done. They're still watching.
No, that's right.
Who knows what kind of other stuff they have, and who knows what they were even investigating to begin with. If it was Michael Morissy's office as a whole, or the MSP as a whole, there's a lot of stuff that has nothing to do with the Karen Reed case that we haven't seen. Maybe.
I would be so frightened that I couldn't walk out the door knowing that FBI agents come up to your house. They ask you who you are. You lie and say that you're your sister, because what you think that they're salesmen, and you think the ice cream truck is going to become, hello, what is that nonsense? And then you lie to them and say you didn't call anybody else. Why would she call Peggy O'Keefe? Why would she call all these people to give them a heads up? It just shows what that little nucleus is that they're doing. I don't know.
I mean, but I was listening because Microdots did a new video, and that's really awesome. Everyone should go watch it after this. And they play that portion where she talks about the ice cream truck, and I'm just thinking, like, when you're a kid, like, the ice cream truck is like the greatest thing to ever happen to you, right? It's summer, you're outside with your friends, you hear the bell, or now they have that creepy clown music, which I think is a bad idea for an ice cream man, but and everybody would come running from all throughout the neighborhood for the ice cream man. Like, it was like the greatest day of the summer. Like, is she comparing the FBI coming to her house as being some very exciting, wonderful thing? Like, that was just the weirdest analogy. I don't know.
I would be scared to death.
I know.
I mean, a lot of things. I mean, I'm fearless, but that would frighten me if they showed up knowing, because I think they were also feeling so confident that they were just going to be able to sweep this under the rug and walk away and not do anything, and boom, and do their thing. And then all of a sudden, the FBI starts showing up. And you start thinking, oh boy, because the story's changed a little bit, because the funny thing, and some of the readings that I did long ago, many of you here will remember that when I would read on some of this, the family room would come up. Family room in the cards. I have a card that says family room. And then you have all these people saying, oh no, Higgy baby was in the family room, and he was there. And then Brian Albert says, oh no, he went upstairs. I showed him some pictures upstairs. He was in the family room. They knew.
Well, it's interesting too is that, and the way that we know, because I mean, not just the group text message that said, if she pleads, it'll be over. If not, it's a whole other episode. Well, after season 1, when season 1 didn't get canceled and came back for season 2, that's when Morissy wrote that letter asking for the $1 million, and he said something like, it's a very unexpectedly well-funded defense. Didn't expect her to be able to afford the kind of dream team that she was able to afford. They didn't expect her to be able to motivate hundreds of thousands of people to take an interest in her case for justice, to donate so much money to her defense, for her to be able to hire amazing experts, and for her to be able to, and attorneys who were going to come on board and work for free. You know, guys like Bob Alessi, and then Alan Jackson, who's then working pro bono. And they didn't expect that. And they were too far in it to be able to just dismiss the charges. And now they're going to see what happens. Karma knows your address, as I say.
I'm still interested in finding out who put that bloody stone or that rock on the front. It's not bloody, but I'm saying that as an expression.
Right.
On the front lawn when the jury was there. Who did that?
They go across the street and ask for the video from, you know, the deputy chief is whoever that lives across the street of Canton PD, Tom Kelleher. Did they go over to Tom Kelleher and ask for his ring video? Did they even try and find out? No.
I think that maybe the homeowners, since what's her name, Cloak and Dagger showed up there and ran off and they got her on the ring camera, they probably had that ring camera out. Wouldn't that be hilarious if they had that ring camera going and they caught whoever and they've not said anything yet and they've given that to the defense team?
Right.
I would be mad. I mean, this house, and I've said it before, is almost like the Amityville, almost, not definitely, but it's that popular that people are driving around. And I mean, I've been to the Amityville house. Still, 50 years later, people driving by, stopping, taking pictures, doing all these things. That's going to be happening with 34 Fairview. And if I were the homeowners, I would be so upset and angry. They
didn't know when they bought the house. Yeah, they did not know.
No. And the real estate agent was somebody's cousin or related or something. And so, you know, it's almost like you don't stand a chance. You know, you just don't stand a chance there. So I don't know. It's crazy. But getting into this now, we have you talking about the law. I am so interested because there was a time in your stream that you talked about. Did you visit the Stanley Hotel in Colorado?
I did, yes. Yes, I did.
And
I went to the room number. I forget the room number right now, but somebody in the chat probably knows.
2 something?
I forget the room, but I did take pictures in the hallway, and I caught some, like, you know, it looks to me to be like apparitions in the mirror and stuff. Yeah. Yeah, it was wild. They also filmed the movie Dumb and Dumber in the bar at the Stanley Hotel. Did you know that? So that's another, like, the bar scene was filmed there, and it was very cool.
Yeah, I
cool.
think it was 227. 227 was the room number.
No, because I'm thinking 227 is the Jen McCabe search. I'm gonna have to look it up now.
I don't know. Somebody now, yeah, we need to look that up. Green-eyed Southern girl saying 227. Many in the chat, there's 227. I don't know.
It says 237 is what it says. Wait,
237. Okay. Cool. Now,
it was 217 in the novel, 237 in the movie adaptation.
Now, did you sneak up there on your own?
Yeah.
Did you have it?
I always do that kind of stuff.
Good.
Walk like you know where you're going. I wasn't staying in the hotel. We just
That's
went
right.
there for drinks and it's beautiful grounds there. It's beautiful.
That is, I've always wanted to go there. I just think that is really, really something. There's a lot of activity there. And I just thought it was so interesting when you said that, because I'm like, oh, she's a new, because we do know, Miss Melanie, that you are an empath. You know that too, don't you? And you pick up on a few things here and there, which is good. But does that serve you in the courtroom, or does it not serve you in the courtroom?
Well, I'm not in the courtroom anymore, but it got to be just like too much. It got to be like, I'm still recovering from the Aaron Spencer show that I did the other night. Like, I'm still recovering from that. That was so heavy and it was so horrific. And I had to like step away from it. Like, I can't, it takes a while to recover. And you know, the thing is that when you're an empath and you're hearing other people's problems all the time, and I mean, this has been going on since I was young, since before I was a lawyer. People just feel like they meet me and all of a sudden they tell me all their problems. I don't know what I'm not a shrink. I'm not a psychiatrist. They just feel like they can tell me all of their problems. And it's great for them because they get to trauma dump on someone. But it sucks for me because they walk away feeling better and I walk away feeling worse. Like now I have to absorb your trauma too. It's exhausting. It's exhausting. And
Well,
so, after I sued the Catholic Church and I had like 50 or 60 clients that had been SA'd as kids, it was really heavy. And that was like a 15-year fight. And we were fighting the legislature to try and change the statute of limitations to make it more friendly or, less friendly to the criminals who are perpetrating these crimes on children. It's a lot. It's a lot. And I was like, I really just need to live a more peaceful life and just pivot. And, I sold my firm to my partner and I was just like, I gotta go do something else. Peace out. I gotta go do something else. Still a lawyer. I'm never going to give up my license. I do other things. And I pivoted to doing some other things. And here I am on YouTube now. That just kind of was a weird, happy accident because I was so bored after COVID. And I was like, I got to do something. Oh, sorry. I'm not supposed to say that word. Block it out.
That's okay.
That I was like, I got to do something to keep myself busy. So I just had a friend who had a show and I went on there like 50, 60 times. And then I just like, I don't know, because I just do my own channel and just talk to people because it's like, it's fun what we do. It's fun.
Well,
but some of the cases that we cover have very, very heavy energy. And it takes, I can't separate myself from that,
It's very hard.
Yeah.
Because, I get the same thing because I work on a psychic line in the daytime. True Oracle, which is the psychic line. I take calls. And some of the calls we were talking about them last night in the stream that I had about people who unalive other people and call me instead of the police.
Oh no, but you don't know if they're lying or telling you're not.
When you hear little kids screaming in the background because their dad is laying on the garage floor and the police show up, they're telling the truth.
Somebody's calling you to tell you that they did it, and then
wanted to know if the father was going to go to heaven, was in heaven because a mistress unalived the dad on the garage floor.
And you're a witness now. You're like an ear witness.
Yeah, I had to talk to the police, and that's been a while ago. Another one, Miss Melanie, oh my goodness, happened because I would work some time ago, few years ago, on the shift that was like 10 p.m. until 3 a.m. So I would always say, well, the bars are closed, and now they call the psychic line. So it was about a young man that I was talking to, and I saw on the cards, I said, I see caution tape, you're in danger. This neighbor kept calling him. I'll tell you the case who it is one of these days, but kept calling him. And I told him, I said, you need to lock your doors. There's something going on. The next day went out, got the mail, and police and caution tape was around the neighbor's house. He asked what was going on, and right when he was contacting, the neighbor was contacting my client. When I was on the phone with him, he unalived his parents, put them in the trunk of the car, and drove them to a nearby park and was trying to bury them. And somebody called the police on him, and he said, oh my gosh, thank God I listened to you, because if I would have gone up there, he would have done that to me too.
Oh.
That was, so believe me, I got it. I used to do missing people.
Oh, wow.
Until I did some children, and it was just too much, and I had to say no, can't do it.
Did I hear you say on one show that you used to do Psychic Friends Network?
Yes, I did.
That was the biggest infomercial of the 90s. I remember those commercials in the middle all night long.
Do you remember me? Because I was in the commercials for Fesliyan Warwood. I still remember.
Commercial.
Well,
somewhere. Have you seen it?
No, I can find it. I'm sure it's around somewhere. I called, or actually I saw Miss Dion on X the other day, and I said, hello, Miss Dion, how are you? And she's like, oh my God.
Oh, Dion.
Miss Zelda, how are you? That was, that was the weird time because, we didn't have internet. We didn't have,
oh my God. That's where I know you.
That's where I know you from.
That was like,
yes.
I know, like us Gen Xers remember the Psychic Friends Network. That was, we didn't have cell phones. We had one phone in the house with a cord on it, and you had to hope somebody else
Yes.
wasn't on the phone. There's no call waiting. And
Right.
so, yeah, people were, that's crazy.
I lived in Virginia. I was married to a Navy officer at the time who could not stand my career. That's what broke us up. And I was there in my big historical home that I bought from, it was President Tyler's granddaughter, who was in her 90s at that time. It was the coolest house, and scared to death constantly because there was stuff in my house.
Oh, I bet.
And my grandmother came there. Now, I don't know if you know that my grandmother knew Lorraine Warren. Ed and Lorraine Warren.
Oh, they owned Annabelle. Annabelle's parents, as it were, kind of.
They, because my grandmother did this for years. She was, oh boy, she could look at you, and she was really psychic. My dad didn't like it. He called it psycho, but hey, that's the way it goes, right? But
so wait, was it your father's mother or your mother's mother?
My mother's mother.
Oh,
mother's
mother-in-law. So
his
mother-in-law.
Yeah, I'm named after my father's mother. That was a big fight back in the day. Yeah. So, and my family, my father's family is from Germany. So I hated it. I changed it when I was young, and then all of a sudden I kind of liked it again. So I changed it back, and here I am. But Psychic Friends Network.
Yeah, that was a big deal.
Those were the wild calls. Oh my gosh, Miss Melanie, I could tell. I mean,
how much was it a minute? I remember it was like you had to pay by the minute or by the call?
It was by the minute, and I think it was $1.10 a minute, something like that, $1.10. And now, I mean, we're at $2.99 a minute and on up, but we're constantly running specials for new callers and everything else. But as far as
is that a cat or a baby? I heard like a baby crying. Okay.
That's my kitty. They're in there. They're about ready to break my TV. They're in there watching cat TV to keep them away because they're always loving to come up here. Oh, what are you doing? What are you doing?
Oh, so let them in. We don't want to keep the cats out.
So they'll be here in a minute. So the Psychic Friends Network was really one of those funny things because I met a lot of weird people. It was funny, but it was weird. But you had to have the home phone. You had to have, there was no call waiting, no call, and of course we didn't have cell phones, no internet, no anything. So we couldn't even record the calls most times because of the technology. And we were in competition with Miss Cleo. Do you remember Miss Cleo?
Yes, I do remember Miss Cleo. Wait, so you worked from home when you worked for Psychic Friends Network, not in a call center? So that was like the first like remote work. Like
I was from the remote. Right. And I'm going to tell you, I was knocking down the money back then. I mean,
bet, because you had people that got to know you, and then they would ask for you.
Yeah.
Regulars.
You would call up the call center. It was so funny. You call up the call center because they would go 1-800, blah, blah, blah. You had to call the call center, which was manned 24/7. And then they would say, I want to talk to Zelda. And I said, I still remember my extension number was 2459. And so I want to talk to Zelda. So they would then call forward over to me, and I would take the call. And people would talk for hours. I mean, seriously. You're going to love this one. You probably didn't ever hear this one. I have a client, many of you in the chat know her. Her name is Mary Ann. I met her from the Psychic Friends Network. Now that was, for me, 100 years ago. And she's still my client. She has followed me around everywhere. This was back in the late 80s, like 1987, something like that. And she started dating a married man. And I kept telling her, you're never going to get anywhere. She was young. We were young, right? We were young. He got married while she was dating him. He had kids. It was always, well, I can't leave her now because I'm, they're starting school. They're graduating. They're starting college. They're doing this. They're doing that. You know, that sort of thing. And then the next thing you know, she calls me with her sister and she says, you know something? The wife called me and wanted us to come, or wanted me to come over. She wants to work something out. And I said, don't go. Don't, whatever you do, don't go. Don't. I see caution tape. Don't go. Well, but Zelda, what are you calling me? What are you calling me for? If you're not going to listen, there's no reason to even.
Right. Don't ask for my advice if you're not going to take it.
Right. You know, what you just want to hear yourself talk, that's fine. You can pay me. I don't care. She goes. The next day, her sister calls me and said, oh, Zelda, you got to help. I said, why? What's going on? And she said, oh my gosh, Mary Ann went over. She went up to the door. Now, this was in a neighborhood in Virginia. And she went up to the door. The door was ajar. She knocked on the door and the door kind of opened. So she went into the house and saw this man's legs. He was laying on the floor. She ran over. There was, something like this that was sharp that was in him. She grabbed it, of all things. Hello, do you not watch the B movies? Crime, law, and crime. And she grabbed it, and just then she hears all these sirens. The police come in, weapons drawn.
And she's got it in her hand. She's got
and they arrest her for red rum.
Because she pulled.
Because she's there, and somebody had called the police. Well, the neighbors were out, and they're like, she just went in. We just saw her. And the police wouldn't listen. She was in jail. It was kind of like a Karen deal. She was in jail for months. She lost everything. Her home, she mortgaged everything. Her family was like, it was awful. She went through 3 attorneys. Finally, a female, wonderful attorney went in there and dug around. And here, come to find it out, there were Ring camera across the street. The neighbors showed where the wife and the wife's boyfriend came running out of the house about 20 minutes before Mary Ann shows up. So they get the boyfriend. He starts singing like a canary. They got because the wife had already applied for life insurance and everything else. And they said, we're going to hold it. So they were calling me this whole time. And she would literally call her sister, and her sister would call me. She would be in the jail cell. They were calling me, and I would say, okay, this is going to happen. This and this and this. Finally, they released her. They didn't want to. They released her, and now she has a 1983 lawsuit against them going because the DA wouldn't listen. The priest didn't want to make this public. That was the husband and wife, because they were big donors and he was a big shot, and they didn't want this in the paper, so they kept it out.
That happens a lot.
Cover up. I told him, it's like a cat in a litter box. They're going to cover up that all the time.
Right. So did the right person ever get prosecuted? Was it the wife? The wife told the boyfriend to do it?
The wife did it. The boyfriend was there. The boyfriend sang like a canary. He got several years with eligible for parole. She's never going to get out. She got life.
And your friend or your client, you told her not to go to the house.
Yes.
And she went anyway.
And
you were right, Zelda. You were right. And I'm going to tell a story right now to all of these amazing people. And there's 781 people. Wait, I think in the chat.
Oh my gosh, I'm showing 859 because I'm also got my other channel on here, Miss Melanie.
Well, I know that you're not going to tell this story, so I'm going to tell this story.
Oh yeah, please do.
So you guys are the most amazing chat in the world, and because you follow both of us. And so Lady Zelda is amazing, and she's generous, and she's kind, and she's always here for us, and we love her voice because her voice is very soothing to many of us. some person on the YouTube had tipped, had Venmoed Zelda a number of tips throughout the season. Let's just say throughout this season,
Yeah, throughout wherever. Yes.
and had made a complaint to Venmo to get all of their money back, and then Venmo took it out of Zelda's bank account. And she would never tell you this, but I'm going to tell you this because it was close to $1,000, and that is disgusting and that is gross. And let's try and get Lady Zelda back her money today, if we can.
Oh, thank you.
Because
Miss
it's the
Melanie.
full moon, and I'm going to donate to you. And I hope
No,
that everyone
no.
else will donate to you
Oh
too.
my
Because
God.
that is just
You
horrible,
are.
Zelda. Who does that? Who
Listen,
does that?
you are my gift. You are my.
No, that's just
listen,
horrible.
Coming on here because I'll tell you what. I'm a small channel. This is like, I got up to, I think I'm over 10,400 people now, and people like,
amazing.
oh my gosh, that's a lot, but it is and it's not. In the YouTube, catacombs, it's not really. I never came on here for the idea because I've been on here since 2018, reading cards and doing things. And it was the Karen Reed case. And when I found you, Miss Melanie, because I watched you, because here's the funny thing.
The Venmo QR is in the corner, people.
The Venmo. And a lot of these ladies, in fact, my beautiful mod, Miss Jerry Harris, I call her Captain because she is. She's come in with you, Aunt BB too. That everybody.
Aunt BB, my first member ever. When I started my channel, she's my first member.
Really? Oh,
Never forget it. Yeah.
I love it. I love it. So this is so amazing. But when I first, because I'm from Ohio, and some of the towns there's Canton, Ohio, there is Mansfield, Ohio, there's all this. And when I first heard,
oh my God, Canton and Mansfield, that's crazy. That's crazy.
When I first heard of the Karen Reed case, I'm like, whoa, because she had come down off the steps with attorney Yannetti first.
Yeah.
Nobody else was there.
I remember that.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, that is so sweet.
Oh my gosh, you guys are wonderful. Thank you. Now don't make me cry because I'll get on here and I'll cry.
Yeah, and you know what? Zelda never would have told you guys that. But she was
No.
telling me the story, and I said, I'm telling you guys the story because that's just wrong.
Because
you know
I'm a
what it is when you have like your money's already spent and then they take your money. Like it's just wrong. That person Carmen knows their address.
Oh yeah, believe me, it was everything is like rubber now because it's just kind of been bouncing around, whatever. And it's like, what? Look, I have my rice jar. Whatever. This is a manifestation jar, Miss Melanie.
Oh, I gotta get one of those.
Well, I'll send you the direction. I'll send you the
Crystals, I mean
directions.
everything.
I'll send you the directions. So, anyway, my darlings. So, I forgot what I was in.
Canton and Mansfield, Ohio, and that's
Thank you.
everything happens for a reason.
Canton, Mansfield. I saw Karen come down on the steps, and it was just a brief little something or other. And she said, I didn't do that. I can't remember, but she was just so stoic and poignant. And I thought, she didn't do this. What are they doing to her? She didn't do this. So I'm nosing around and I'm thinking, did this happen in my home state? Why do I not know this? I have family in Canton and in Mansfield and and then I heard it was Massachusetts and I thought, oh, I've got to follow this. And then someone told me about you, Miss Melanie, and it was like, I got to start. And that's when I started, and it was in May of 2024. And when I first started watching the trial, it was season 1. When I first started watching the trial, it was, and believe me, I see all of you here. I'm going to go on and thank you in just a minute because I have to collect myself.
It's everyone's way of thanking you.
It's beautiful.
Because you do a lot for people.
Well, It's
People think what we do is easy, and
it's not.
it's not easy. It takes a lot of preparation. It takes a lot of energy. And listen, we keep a lot of people company during the day.
That's
There's
right.
a lot of people out there who watch us, and there are a lot of people out there in the world in general who don't have anybody
That's
to
right.
talk to, who don't have anybody. And we feel like we're all family, and it's like comforting
That's
for
right.
people. And that's what you do for people. And you should know that.
Well, and
Everyone
you
knows
do
it.
too. You do too, Miss Melanie, because I'm going to tell you that you have gotten through so many people, all of us. I mean, I got a rebounder, one of those little that I'm jumping on for season 2 because I'm thinking I'm going to be glued to this chair. I better be, figuring out something here because that's not good either when you sit here for, 8 hours.
I know.
watching these things. But I can tell you this whole thing with the Karen Reed case, when I first started watching you, I'll never forget because Higgy was on the stand. And for I didn't really even understood what was going on in the case. And for a 7/10 of a second, I thought, oh, that's too bad. And then I started looking and I thought, oh, no way, Jose, no. This guy, he's involved. This one's involved. And then I started, my good friend who owns True Oracle, the psychic line, said, Zelda, you're the one that needs to start reading on this. You need to.
Right.
And I started reading. And do you know, I counted day before yesterday when I posted a reading, and dear, 434 readings from May of 2024 to just this last, and they're still going to continue because I've never, and I mean, I've been involved with law enforcement on another, because, they all hate you until they can't figure anything out. I mean, as far as me, and they, whatever, until you start solving things with them and working things. And it's a different road because some people believe it and some people don't. And I'm an old-fashioned reader. I'm not like these ones that the cards are flying and everything looks weird. I'm like, okay, let's get down. So I call myself a tarot profiler. But just like Melanie, you were the one that set this really on fire. And I looked forward. We all did here. We all looked forward every day coming, every day. And I have to say this, if it weren't for dear Karen being persecuted, I kind of miss being there. This was so exciting. I kind of miss that every day being in court type thing, and it's kind of like when it was over, everybody.
Now we're gonna find the next thing.
What are we gonna do now?
Now we're gonna find the next thing. We're gonna find the next person who's being wrongfully persecuted. Aaron Spencer. That's not gonna happen until January, and it probably won't be televised, but we take that energy and we put it somewhere else, and we freed Karen Reed. You guys know you were there. You helped. We can do it. The power of people with beliefs is pretty strong, because we can win out over evil, right? John O'Keefe was not hit by a car. I mean, that's really just how simple this was.
That's right.
I'll tell you how I got into this. It's funny because you say that, because of the towns, Mansfield and Canton, and they have those in Ohio, and you were like, so I heard about it. And initially when I heard about it, I heard it briefly on the news, because I rarely turn the TV on anymore. Like, I watch YouTube and I watch streaming, and I don't.
Yeah.
And I just heard a thing that, there was this woman and she backed up into her boyfriend. Police say there's ring camera footage of the incident. I'm like, wow, that's tragic. And that really stinks. They've got it on video. I guess, that's at the end of that. And then some time went by, and then I started digging into it more. And then I said, wait a second, this happened in Norfolk County, Massachusetts. And when I was in Boulder, when I was in college, all the way back in the day, I met a boy. I guess we were just living in Boulder, and I just started, I think it was like my first year of law school, and he was from Massachusetts. And he told everyone that he was from Foxborough, but he was really from a town called Norfolk, Massachusetts, but no one had ever heard of Norfolk, Massachusetts.
Wow.
And we got engaged and we got married. And I remember this goes all the way back more than 30 years ago. He would tell me how corrupt the police in his town were. That when he was growing up, he would get, him and his friends would get just pulled over and just beaten the bejesus out of by police in his town, and how corrupt it was. He had like this unhealthy fear of law enforcement. And I was like, what is up with that? Like, what? I didn't get it. And then when I started digging into the Karen Reed case, I read that it was in Norfolk, Massachusetts. I'm like, no way. Like, this is just, how could this be? Like, he was right. We had 2 kids together. We got divorced, but we still, co-parented. And then he went on with his life, and we had been divorced for many, many years by the time the Karen Reed case came out. And then I started covering it in January of 2024, and that is when they came for me. And I can't wait to see when all these emails come out, if there are going to be people like me mentioned in those emails. Like, there's this woman on YouTube. Her name is Melanie Little. She has some credibility, because Kevin Reddington said about me in court that I had credibility, and I was talking about Harry Turk. And they wanted to shut me up to the point where they were posting pictures of what they thought was my house on Twitter. They thought I was this other person on Twitter named Haley Walbrecht, and that I was doing all this stuff. And they really came for me. And this was, January 2024. That's when I went on Court TV. That's when Jennifer Coffendarver got me so mad that I went out and found Garrett Wing, and I had him on my show. And then I'm getting, all kinds of accusations about being in this for the clicks and the likes. I'm like, I am way too old to care about that kind of thing. And the day that I told the story about how I got involved because of Norfolk, Massachusetts, and Mike, was the day that Mike had dropped dead of a heart attack. At 53 years old. The boy that I married from college, I have 2 kids with, he died. And that's when I told the story. I said, you people out there think I'm doing this for the money and the popularity. Here's why. And I said, and today my kids are at his funeral. And it didn't really shut people up, but it was like, that is, and he had he had young children with his another wife. And it was very, very sad. But like, people don't, like, it's the way that we get attacked for just speaking the truth is insanity. And so I just can't wait to see if it was like, oh, we got to do something to shut this Melanie Little up, because they did it to Turtle Boy. And you can bet that there's a lot of emails about him in there and what they got to do to shut him up. And they did. They put him in jail. And when I started talking about it, he was in jail at the time. Because I had reached out to him, and we were both really busy. We never were able to even talk or connect. And then he was arrested, and then he was in jail. And I mean, it's crazy. It's crazy the way people get involved in things. And it's crazy the way they tried to shut us up. And nothing makes me louder than somebody telling me to shut up. It's like, calm down, calm down. I'm just going to get loud.
No. Why? Yeah. No.
And then the day after the verdict, let me just tell you one other quick story, because you have a tuxedo. I had a tuxedo cat, and she wasn't doing very well. And the day after the Karen Reed verdict,
I remember
my cat passed away. It was like she was waiting for the verdict.
Everything to
like animals know, right? So
yeah, they do.
It's a lot of craziness has gone on through this case, and I think, and I remember watching one night when you had it's the EVP
Spirit
machine,
box.
And it's got words that come up on the computer, and I'm like. And then I was watching, and I kind of like lurk, throughout a lot of shows. I don't always get in the chat because I don't want to derail the chat or anything. And so these words that were coming up, and I remember garage. I was like, I remember garage coming up, and it was a very long time ago before anybody was talking about the garage. And we should go back, like one day I'll go back, and we should go back and watch some of those really old shows and all of the, like if you want to do the Spirit Box, because you might want to.
Let's do that. That would be a lot of fun if we could correlate some of those readings with some of the things that you had on, put that together. Oh my goodness. But I'll tell you the funny thing, Miss Melanie, is that I was trying to say garage like Kelly Dever did.
Garage?
Garage. And if you would see this, everybody was laughing their heads off because I'm like, wait, what did she say? Garage? Garage? And it's like, what?
What language was that? That you could see that girl had the fear. I mean, the fear in her eyes. And she said, she was like, what I say here on the stand, like my life depends on it. I don't remember her exact words. everything depends on it. My life, my job, my everything.
She's ruined now, unfortunately, you know. But here's one of the things when that came out that I said was, this is a young lady, and she's being called to the commissioner's office, okay? Maybe I'm old-fashioned, but they're behind closed doors. Should there not be somebody
The female
in that room?
She was like 25, 25.
Yeah.
She was very, very young when she got the call to come to the commissioner's office. That doesn't happen. It just
think
doesn't
it's
happen.
inappropriate. I just think it's totally inappropriate to say, because he certainly didn't look like the kind of guy that, is this married man, grandpa that has had her best interests at heart and all this other. And it's like, but I'll tell you how they came after me, Miss Melanie. Somebody up there, and I lovingly call her Jawbone every now and then, came at me spiritually. And pardon me, I had to she set things here. Some things were happening on cameras. I had to set boundaries and send back to her.
Oh.
And that's how I was getting attacked. And we had one stream that I had sigils up. We had this, we had that. Oh my goodness, you guys, my goodness. Sigils up, we have all these things. And it's like, let me just say this. I was thinking the other day during your show for Aaron Spencer, maybe I should send a little something in a good way over there to say, because I believe that happens. I believe people get haunted when you do something wrong, just like Chris Watts is being haunted in his cell, and he complains and he wants out and he's scared. Good. Stay there, pal. You did it. You think you're scared now? Wait until one day you're not here any longer and you have to face them. But I'm thinking maybe I should just ask a nice spirit to go over there and help out. Prayer, just help out these people, this family, and because there's so much evil that is over. That's the big thing. Case, there's a lot of evil, and I just felt so bad for that woman that was on that
I know, the woman from 1981, the babysitter. Yeah. I mean, and how many other victims have there been since 1981? That's the horrific part, that if, somebody listened to her in 1981, how many, 44 years ago? 44 years of victims since then, because they don't stop. There's no cure.
No.
You can't send them to some, camp like they tried to do with the priests and rehabilitate them. There's no rehabilitation for that, in my opinion.
There is.
And this man was allowed to roam free for another 44 years. And the way she told that story about the wife being in the room while it was happening, there's a special place in hell for that guy.
I agree.
That guy is where he belongs, as far as I'm concerned. But the louder that we can be about it, and maybe the more people that come forward say, he did this to me, and I did go to the police and they did nothing. And it's the same judge that put him back out on the street with $5,000 in cash that is now going to try Aaron Spencer. And she's also the same judge who gave a slap on the wrist to 3 people who worked in the jail that were also doing things to the female inmates. There's lawsuits on it. I went over that too. Horrible, horrible, horrible.
What is the benefit to this judge? That's my question. Why is this judge so involved in that regard?
In some of these counties, it's just been going on for so long that it's like, when you're good to mama, mama's good to you. There's a quid pro quo going on, and
sickening.
It's just the way it is.
It's sickening. It's disgusting and evil. It's, but You know, the other day somebody asked me about John O'Keefe because we've not done a spirit box about him for a little while.
Oh yeah.
And it doesn't mean that he still doesn't show up here or on when I'm by myself and do it. Because sometimes there's so much activity in the chat. You know, it's exciting. We all want to see it and everything else, and the energy got kind of messed up. He's pointing fingers. He told me who did it.
Oh, he did?
Oh,
Maybe
yeah.
should we talk to him tonight?
You want to?
Is he around? Can you feel him?
Well, yes. Yeah, he's here. He's here. He knows you're here. He's here. But I thought, do you want me to read your cards just for a minute, and then we can do.
I mean, if you want to, sure.
Oh, I'd love that.
Sure.
I would love that if it's okay. Now, we're not going to talk anything about, you know, personal. If anything comes up, I'll say, hey, Miss Mel.
Well, you can just say it, but you know, I mean, we don't have to say anything about my personal life. But hey, give me some good cards, though.
We're gonna do this. All right, my darlings, please. Oh, and listen, if any of you just need to go take a little break, get a drinky, you know, have a little snack. We got some good things happening here. I'm so excited.
It's very exciting.
Pardon me. Okay, my darlings, here we are. We're going to be doing this now. Miss Melanie is an Aquarius. The star card is her zodiac significator card in the tarot. So we're going to lay out some cards, and I don't know if you have any specific questions you want to ask, but feel free to jump in. And this is me. This is the cards here. The card cam. Listen, this is the card cam.
Are there different decks that you use, or different types of decks, or explain to me like I'm 3 how this works?
No, this is a universal Rider-Waite deck. It's just a regular tarot.
Okay.
And then I learned growing up the Cartomancy, which is a regular playing card. And then this is my own personal deck that I've designed and made. And so we'll see. We'll see. Do you have a particular question you want to start us out with, my darling? Or
no, just go for it. Just go for it and see what comes. Let's see what comes up.
Well, I'll tell you what. There was a card. Pardon me. There's a card that just flew out of the deck. Oh. Let me see if I can get it. That's significant. Hold on.
Cards are flying out of the deck, you guys.
The cards are flying. Look at this. Now, you talked today about having a little bit of problem. Look at this, the Tower card. But you know what I like about this card? It means that it's temporary. It's over now. The fact that you got this, it fell to the floor. It's like, okay, it's done. It's over.
That crazy person.
The crazy, all the crazies, all of this. All right, so let's see.
She's still my neighbor, though.
I'm going to let me see if I can switch you over here to this. I can. Okay, here we go. I think that's a better view for everyone. Let me see here. All right. So we're asking spirits, guides, angels to come in and give Miss Melanie something that she needs to know, should know. There's a spider right in front of me.
What do spiders signify? Do they have any significance?
I don't know, but it's dropping from, my goodness.
Maybe the spider's trying to tell me something. Here.
Maybe they thought I was a little Miss Tuffet who sat on her, whatever. That was wild. Just drop down.
How's spiders? I mean, spiders don't bother me so much. The mice don't really bother me so much either. I don't like bats.
The brown recluse is down here. That's what scares me.
What does?
Brown recluse.
What is that?
It's a spider that if you get bit by one, they're small, you never recover. It eats your flesh. It distorts you. Hello. I don't think that.
Where's my sage? Oh, my sage is in the other.
He was just a little fellow. I don't even know where he went, but he's no longer with us here. Thank you.
I played Charlotte in Charlotte's Web when I was in middle school.
Here we are. All right. Spiders, I mean, they don't bother me, right?
Well, if a deadly spider would bother me, yeah.
Yeah. All right. So here we go with Miss Melanie. We're going to just cut the deck and lay out a couple of cards and see where it's taking us. Oh, wonderful. The Wheel of Fortune, 5 of Swords. I love it. I love it. Okay, here you go. Let's see what's on the bottom of the deck. Beautiful 2 of Wands. I'm going to go through all this and tell you what this is. First of all, for this Wheel of Fortune is a destiny card, my darling. You see all these little fellows in each corner are writing, scrivener. They're writing some things down. And basically everything is a record. Everything good is recorded. And that is also to be said that it is like Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. So it is a higher power. You can see also that there is letters here. It spells out Torah, which is the Torah, the first 5 books of the Bible written by Moses. And then the letters in filling in spells the name of God. So this is definitely, you're on the right path. You're doing what you're supposed to be doing, Miss Melanie. And then I'm loving this too, because this is, you see, look at the little, I love this face. Look at him, this accomplishment. Holding the swords, because it looks as though these other fellows put down their sword. Now, swords are air elements, and it is all about our thoughts, our feelings, sometimes words, deeds, communication. And it's all about this winning. And that's what this is. So far in life, you're doing what you need to be doing, winning. And 5, I love that. Biblical numerics means that that is grace. So you have a lot of grace around you. You're winning. And then
I have 5 kids. I have 5 kids.
Oh, love it. So there you are. Now, a lot of people interpret this card as, oh, well, they give up. They just walk away. No. I don't interpret this card like this. And all of you in here, you know I teach the tarot. They've got, or this first person here has 8 cups lined up, but one's missing. So this person has done all they can do. They're not giving up. They're going in search of. What are they searching of? The 9th cup, and that is the yes card. The wish fulfilled, the dream come true. I love it. Now, here's the dream card. I'm loving this. This is an exploration. I'm going to tell you what I really feel. Your name may be in those emails, but your name is also showing up in other ways, as in, how can we involve Melanie in the movie, in the book, in the,
okay.
Well,
I'm okay with that. I don't need to be. But well, I mean, that's nice, but it's not why I did it.
But no, that's right. That's right. But there, because you are a part of this and many others are too, you may just have a small part of your stream show up in the movie as saying, okay, here we are, but there's something there for you. And you know what? Why not? You are a big part of this. The Reeds love you. You're a huge part.
I love them too.
There's no reason why you can say, oh, never mind, right? But this is an exploration card. I love this card because it is a fire element. There's growth, opportunity. But this card for me is very special because you see down here, this is anchored to the side of the castle. And what this is sometimes we have to anchor the past to the past, because if we don't, the past becomes our current present and then ultimately becomes our future again. You've done that. You've been able to walk away from a lot of things. You've been able to go forward. This is an exploration card. You hold the world in your hands and you've chosen a particular path, knowing that You can choose whatever path you want at this point. You can take this wherever you want to take it. If you sat down and thought, okay, I'm not going to do YouTube anymore tomorrow, what would I be doing? And you would make the right decision. That right there is a big one for you, my darling. Let's look at a couple
like
of
it.
these.
I like it, Zelda.
Good.
I had a psychic once tell me, you got to change the pattern. You got to change the pattern. And that's exactly what that card is saying to me. You got to stop. You can't, you got to change the pattern.
Got to change the pattern is right. Now, okay, we're going to be looking in the Cartomancy. Here we are. I just want you to know I'm having so much fun with you here.
Me too. I love your energy.
I just love yours. This is so fun. It's like I've known you for at least since May of 2024, right?
Maybe since I used to call you at the Psychic Friends Network back in '87.
Maybe. It wouldn't that have been funny? Wouldn't that have been funny?
I don't think I ever called. I was trying to, but I remember the commercials vividly. And thinking that you were way better than Cleo.
Oh, I hope so. Well, there have been a lot of people that tell me, you know what, my mom called you. My uncle. Yeah, I've been around. I just
you could write a
celebrated.
book probably about all the stories that people, all the lives that you've changed, all the, I mean, maybe that's your destiny, Zelda. Maybe you should write a book.
I think I will. I think that's in the works. But the funny part is that throughout the years and adding on, and I write down everything. I write down every reading. I write down, yeah, I've got a whole playlist of readings, you know, Dark Tales with Zelda, of all the things that I've read in the cards with people. This Three of Diamonds is very interesting because that is a legal card. Since you're in the legal end of things, it's very good because it shows education. I love it because you educate a lot of us. You're in this now teaching. This is a wonderful card, this Five of Hearts. It's all about making decisions. There is a mentor, a gentleman. Don't know who that could be.
I don't either.
Maybe
he's gonna find me.
maybe that's your ex who passed. That seems like, because I think that he almost puts you on this pathway of thinking, could that possibly be? Is it not? But another legal card shows up. This is all about paperwork, documents, going through the research, and I think you are excellent on the research end of it, on that part where you have to really dive deep and figure out what's going on in the paperwork. That is a wonderful card of stability, of knowing that definitely what direction you want to be. But this is kind of this little, and I don't think you have to worry about this anymore, but this was kind of this little thing, the caution tape that basically says, you got to be careful because there could be some depression. There could be some law. There could be some heaviness. Well, just like with Aaron Spencer, you know, you had to walk away from that the other day. That is heavy. But it is all about now. It shows this. All about now. This wonderful, you don't doubt things. You just go through. You use things from the past, but they're your lessons. That is Mark Betterow.
There he is, the King of Diamonds, baby.
King of Diamonds, the legal. Do you not have a nickname for him? And I call him the father of footnotes because I have never read footnotes so compelling as though he is like, oh, please write a letter for us. Just pretend and write a letter for us, will you?
I know.
Yeah.
I look forward to those letters so much.
Yes, I do too. Attorney Mark, Mr. Mark is going to be, you two are going to be collaborating on something before the end of the year. I don't know what it is, but it's going to be a collaboration, going to be talking about something, because I think there's some more things with Karen coming up and Aiden.
And there's some other things that he's working on that are going to be very, very big that nobody knows about, that are in other areas that have nothing to do with either one of those things. So it could be
This
You
is
know.
Aiden. So it's going to be
Oh.
talking, putting some things together about Aiden. I don't know what that's going to be, but if you called Mark right now and said, "Hey, listen, this is psychic," Mark would probably say, "What are you talking? Are you
Zelda?
crazy?"
You mean Zelda? I used to call her at the Psychic Friends Network.
Yeah, right. I think I would remember if he did, because I am older than both of you, so I would remember. I would remember both of you. I remember a lot of people, but the diamonds are air elements. They're equal to the swords, but in the Cartomancy, they are equal to the law, legal,
They're also a
everything
girl's
about
best friend,
it.
Zelda.
Grace. Yes, I'm telling you.
Diamonds are a girl's best friend.
That would be lovely. But this is all about the legal. I have to tell you, I'm loving this. And it could be why
There's a lot of pairs in there, Zelda. First of all, there's 3 10s, 2
There's 3
5s,
kings.
2
And you know
kings,
what that
2
means?
3s.
If you're not playing poker, it means this. Those are timing. Within the next 30 days, you're going to be hearing all about what it is that you need to be doing with Mr. Mark. You're going to be talking to him, maybe putting some things together. It may be 30 days, maybe 35 days, but there's going to be something that's going to be happening. Something is going to happen before the end of this month that is going to be, oh, Sam, look here. It comes. It's
Aww.
going to be, this is my Sam Miami.
Hey, Sam.
She's old. She's a feral girl. And she loved me when nobody else did.
Aww.
So
We love
she-
you. How
So
old is
I'm
she?
thank you. Old. I don't even know. See, look at these teeth. Little vampire teeth. She's a little girl. But she's meaner than,
Oh, really?
oh, I was laying in bed the other day and I just was loving her so much, and I just kind of blew on her a little bit, and she turned around and smacked me right in the face. There was no claws. It was kind of like, "Don't blow on me. Stop that." So she's my girl.
Be
Though.
so bitchy.
Okay.
No offense. No offense to you, Kat.
Yeah,
It could be so
she knows she's mama's girl, but she's a mean girl. She keeps everybody else in check. Okay, so this is all about now the 5
She's a
of
love.
diamonds. Oh, now listen. The 5 of diamonds is all about expansion, growing, expanding your horizons in the legal arena. Now, of course, I don't believe you're going to go back into the courtroom, but what I do believe is that you're going to expand some things, and it keeps coming up with Mr. I don't
For the
know.
for the right case, I would go back into the courtroom for the right case. But I'm not gonna disturb my peace, or
I don't think
for the wrong case.
I think it's going to be. I do believe that it's going to be with Attorney Mark, and it may start out with Aiden, but I do believe because of this 5 of diamonds, it's going to branch off from there. I don't know how it could do that. You'll know when the time comes, because I think there is a way that you can branch off from that with either another case, another something, because quite frankly, and it's funny, I don't know if you saw the episode where I was reading the other night for Karen, the cards came up and it added up to 1983. So we do know. I know.
That
Right?
case is coming. Yeah, that case is coming.
But I wonder, and of course you don't have to answer, maybe you could give us a hint. Is there anything like that? Is Aiden heading in that direction? Could there be a supposedly kind of, sort of, maybe 1983 for him?
If it comes out that he was set up, which I think there's a very good chance that it will come out based on certain things that we're even starting to see right now about shutting him up. And, I think that if they did set him up and incarcerated him to shut him up for their own personal agendas, absolutely.
Okay.
I mean, that is at its core a violation of someone's civil rights when you put your own personal agenda as an elected official ahead of the people who you are supposed to represent, and you selectively persecute, and prosecute your law. It's selective enforcement of the law. I mean, it's insane what they're doing to him. It's insane. And the more stuff that is uncovered, the bigger his case is going to be in the end. And how ironic, isn't it, that the guy that they tried to shut up is going to be the one to probably change the law with regard to journalistic privilege in Massachusetts, because it's one of only a handful of states that does not protect journalists. There's no privilege for them. And they have to give up their sources. It's not like, we all watch TV. We've seen a million movies. There are journalists who, they don't give up their sources because they don't have to.
Right.
That's the law
Right.
in that state. Not so in Massachusetts. And he could also be the one to really, bring about the First Amendment. And it would be so ironic if the guy they tried to shut up is the one who winds up changing all of those things for the better.
Amazing. Yeah, that would be amazing. But this is also amazing. And I'm going to see who this is. This is another female. I don't know who she is right now, but let's see who that could be. Man and woman. I don't know if they are attorneys or not, but this could be something that Mark is working on, but it's a gamble. It's a gamble. Whatever that is a gamble. But you will be either talking to him about it, joining him with it. Something is going to come out of this. All right, Sam, you're about ready to get down, sister.
I talk to him pretty much every day. So you're saying in the next 30 days something will happen.
Something next 30 to 35 days, I believe something. Let me put this person down. She's getting too lovey. Thank you, Angel.
I'll entertain the folks. Hi, folks. Oh, okay.
Talk amongst yourselves. All right. Now, it's going to be a case that is frustrating. We know that, but it's going to be out about, but there's a lot of fulfillment that is going to come from it. That's you.
Oh.
That's you. You are the diamond. Let's lay out some things here. Willing to step outside the box, willing to see exactly what it is that you can do. It's going to be a case that almost seems, or something that almost seems like it could just be like a nothing burger, a little bit boring, perhaps, but not so. It's not going to end up that way. This is a timing card by the end of summer.
Oh,
this is all going to be
summer's almost over.
Yeah. So what is that? At the end of September.
Yeah, September. What's the solstice? I'm not sure.
I think it's the 21st or 22nd.
Mm-hmm.
But you've got a lot of these legal cards are coming up for you. So this is something for you to look forward to coming forward. For you, it's going to be this indecision. Should I even get involved with this at first? And I don't even think you're going to be realizing about this reading. I think it's going to be one of those things that you're going to be talking to him off the cuff, and then it's going to be, oh my gosh, yes. And I think it might stem from either a conversation about Aiden, something with Aiden, and then go forward from there. I don't know. But it's going to be very interesting. There's another legal card right there. So this is an indication that could happen around a holiday. What is Labor Day? Labor Day. So that's going to be something else. It's not the name Miles King came to my mind. It's not him at all. It's not that at all. I love Rosemary, by the way, and her
great,
and her Anne Burrell haircut. Please, that is like bravery.
Burrell, rest in peace, Anne Burrell.
Yes, bless her. My goodness, I know Anne Burrell. I loved her. I still love her. Okay. So this is, you are getting a lot of pairs. So this is angel number here. So these are destiny, and you've got this destiny here. So it's definitely something that you're going to be perhaps looking into. I think it's going to be good for both of you. I think Mr. Mark knows about it now, sort of, kind of, and then going to bring it forward with you and then just kind of throw it out there and say, oh, what do you think about this? What do you think about that? So that's going to be really, really something. Questions? Do you have any questions?
I like it.
Okay, good. You want to see? You want to see if Officer John is around? We can say hello to him.
Let's do that.
Okay, we'll do that. Let me get set up.
While you get set up, I'll tell you a story because we were just talking about how you went to the Amityville Horror House. They keep changing the name of the Amityville Horror House, by the way. They keep changing, the address. They keep changing the address.
Yes.
Every time that I go to Boulder, I drive by the JonBenét Ramsey house, say a prayer, because I really hope that they find out what happened to JonBenét Ramsey, because that haunts me. And I also went to the house where they filmed American Horror Story. I'm a big fan of that show. Did you ever watch American Horror Story?
Yes.
And so when my daughter and I were in LA, we had to go find that house. That was like something we had to go find. So I always go and find some, like, I'm a big believer of like haunted places. Like, I love to go visit haunted places. I love that. And we have I can't really say what it is, but we'll talk about that off the air one time. There's a very, very haunted area very close to where I live. That's very interesting.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind going. Now, I don't know if you know this or not, Richie, Microdots Richie, and I are going to go do a paranormal investigation.
No. I did not know that. I didn't know he was into that.
Oh, he wasn't until I read cards for him.
He is really such a genuinely nice person. Did he come on the show?
He hasn't yet. I want him to.
When did you read cards? You read cards off the air?
Oh, it's been months ago, off air.
Wow.
He sent me an email and said, because I'll do video readings through True Oracle, where you have the link and you can keep it forever type thing. And he said, oh my gosh, I need a reading from you. Because I had been reading, and he wrote to me and said, there are a lot of readers out there that are trying to read Karen, and you're the only one that I really like. You're the only one that I trust. You're the only one who's seeing what I need. You're the only one who is, because we were kind of right. And if you notice at the credits, I'm a big fan of his, and I support him. So if you need to email me, my darlings, it is seeingcrime@gmail.com. Okay.
I've met him in person. He has such a great vibe. He's just, you could feel a person's energy. Like, I'm a big picker-upper of energy. Like, he's got amazing energy. He's so nice. And he's easy to look at, too, so that doesn't hurt either.
Oh, listen. I'm telling
Hey,
you.
Richie!
I could be really rich if you're
really
looking.
tall. He's really tall.
Cougar. Hello.
Yeah. No.
I'm not into the cougar status. But let me see here. Let me get set up. But yeah, I read for him, and he wrote back immediately. He said, oh my gosh, I'm stunned. Some of the things that you told me are like, hello. And so he wrote to me and said, I would love to go out on a paranormal investigation. I will film it.
Oh, can I come?
You want to go? I was going to ask you. You want to go?
Yeah. Where are you going to do it? Do you have?
I don't know yet, with everything going on, because he's got a lot going on with reads and everything else right now. And I want to get moved. I am wanting to move to another state. I want to get that moved. And so we're going to do it. I'm going to send you the place that I'm thinking of, and you can do it you can look into it, and maybe we can get permission to film there because it's abandoned. Good.
Like, when I tell you, okay, I have an idea. But there's a lot of ideas. Like, what another great idea would be to go to Gilgo Beach, where the Gilgo 4 bodies were found. See if we can find out what happened to them.
Because I used the pendulum. One of these, I was in the Amityville horror house.
You were inside it?
I was inside of it in 2016 when it was for sale. I was dating this guy that I've nicknamed Shrek because he looked like Shrek, other than just being green. So I don't know what happened. I just I lost my mind for a moment. But anyway, his mother lives in Long Island. He's from Long Island. So we went to Long Island. I wish I would have known you then. I would have said, oh, Melanie,
Rex
save me.
Heerman looked like Shrek too, by the way. That's the way they described him, the eyewitnesses. I wonder if you know this man. All right, we'll have to talk.
You might. I'll tell you about him one of these. Okay, see, you might know his mother. She was in real estate. We would go to Montauk when you were talking about Montauk the other day. I know the lighthouse. I know the whole thing. So we were up there visiting, and the his mom, they all knew what I do. His mom said, the Amityville house is for sale. And I'm like, oh my God, let's go. Oh my God, let's go. And so she's like, all right, let me make a few phone calls. Well, they came back and said, we can't go because they want a proof of funds to be able, they want serious things. I said, I'll get you a proof of funds.
They don't want grief tourists coming in, right?
They don't want, no. I said, I'll get you a proof of funds. And she said, really? I said, oh yeah, let me call my lawyer. How much do you need it for? And she said, I need $850,000. I said, we'll have it tonight. I called my lawyer. I said, I need a proof of funds, $850,000. Send it on over. He emailed it. We sent it on over to the real estate agent, and the real estate agent was scared to absolute death of that house. So it was myself, Shrek's mother, Shrek, and Shrek's sister that went over. I wanted to go in the boathouse because I was really led to the boathouse. And that is now FEMA made that a big flood zone. And so I thought, oh, I want to buy this house. And of course I wouldn't live there. I wasn't going to move there, but I just
get into an Airbnb and have people come and stay in it.
No, I'm not going to be like
people do that too.
I'm not going to be like Matt Rife with the Annabelle. I'm not going to do that. That's a dangerous thing. But anyway, we went in there, and the real estate agent came in. He unlocked the door, and there's this little grounding thing that I always do. Yeah, he did.
The lockbox, yeah.
He's like, go on.
Show yourselves around.
I'll be out here. Well, Shrek's sister didn't want to go in, so it was Shrek's mom, Shrek, and myself. I did not make it through the foyer, because when you go in, if you turn left, there's like this beautiful sitting room, and then beyond that, there's like a freestanding fireplace, and then there was this sunroom, and that's where you see the windows in the front of the house. And the people took the cat eye windows out. I loved the cat eye. They changed
That's
those.
how they changed it. Yeah, where the pig faces were seen. I remember reading that book as a child.
Yes. I was like, oh my heck. So we went in there, and all of a sudden it was boiling hot. And we had coats on. It was September. I'll never forget. September 6th. It was September 11th or something like that of 2016. And I said, I am so hot, I have to take my coat off. It was boiling hot. We were all hot. The real estate agent was outside, and his mother said, do you have the heat on that high? And he goes, the electric's not on. And I thought, oh, here we go. And I didn't say anything. All of a sudden, Shrek starts jumping around in this room and saying, here she is, demons. Come and get her. The great and powerful Zelda is here.
He started doing that?
Oh, yeah. I wanted to just...
I don't know a lot about it, but I would say that's probably...
Yeah. I was like, I did not even make it. You could hear walking upstairs, and there's a staircase that goes in front, and then it does this little turn. There's a landing, and it does a turn, and then it goes back up like this way. You could hear walking upstairs. And his mom looks at me and she goes, oh, well, maybe somebody else is in here. And I said, I don't think so. Where would they come from? And she said, well, maybe it's the real estate agent. I said, I don't think so. So he's doing this jumping thing in the front room, and his face is changing. Now, Mama is getting upset and saying, oh my gosh, you better be careful. Oh my gosh, what are you going to do? Oh my gosh, you can't do this any longer. And I'm like, leave him alone. Leave him alone. And so we are standing in there and we hear all this going on. And he said, I'm going to go get him. And he takes off in front of me, runs upstairs, and you could hear him, come out, wherever you are. And I'm thinking, okay, something has jumped on him because he was a big drinker. He was, something has jumped on him. And I thought, oh boy, here we go. And his mom is looking at me and she goes, I don't even know what to think. I said, I know what to think. I wanted to say, the moment I get back to Tennessee, because that's where we drove from, I'm out. And I was a nice girl, didn't say. So, because I liked his mom, what are you going to say? Your son's a nutbag, right? Hello.
She probably knows.
And so, yeah. And so she's like, you need to come down here. Stop that. That sort of thing. And I'm thinking,
Come on, Shrekky.
Shrek,
Mommy.
come out wherever you are. He comes running down the stairs. And he's this look, his whole face, his whole demeanor had changed. And I thought, uh-oh.
Ronnie DeFeo got him. Was that his name, Ronnie?
Oh, yeah. And I have to tell you about this. Do you know that there are stains? You'll know what stains they are still on the upstairs wallpaper. They can't get them out. They have changed. They're in the walls. They're down by the baseboards. That energy is still there. And they have tried. So, and I wanted to go down in the basement because, they had the red room, not red rum, but the red room down there. I didn't even make it past the foyer. He jumps, and then I hear this, and I hear this creaking on the steps. And Mel, I swear, over the banister, I see this creepy, bony hand with fingernails this long, and I knew what it was, and it curled itself like this over the banister and came around and looked at me. And if you've ever seen the gargoyle movies from the 1970, that's exactly what it looked like. And I'm standing there going, oh, no, you don't, pal. You need to get back right up there. You're not coming down here. Just then, I turn around. His mother didn't see it. She's like, I think we need to go now. She turns around and tries to open the door, and the door's locked. It's like it's bolted, won't open. So she's starting to panic, thinking, oh my gosh. And he's in there screaming, I told you, they're coming to get her. I was freaking out. We finally, we started hitting the door like that. The real estate agent comes up and just turns the knob and opens the door. He said, can I help you? And I said, well, the door was locked. And he said, okay. I said, I want to go to the boathouse. He goes, no. And I said, but I'm here to see the property. He said, no. He runs out to his car and takes off, leaves us there. So we get in the car finally. We shut the door. We get in the car. And his sister, who was afraid, she said, who was that? Were you looking out the window? Who was that looking out the upstairs window? We weren't upstairs. Shrek was upstairs. I said, we weren't. He gets in the car. He's driving. We're going to Montauk because I wanted to see the lighthouse.
Mm-hmm.
As we're going to the Montauk.
That's a far drive from Amityville, too.
It is.
Hours.
And we're going there. And what does he do? He starts veering over in front of cars on the road and coming back. His mother was freaking. I was in the back seat going, dear Lord in heaven, be with my kids. I really thought that was going to be the demise.
Wait, was he trying to scare you, or was he just faking, or do you think he was possessed by Ronnie DeFeo when you went in the house?
I think he got zapped by something, because when we got back to Tennessee, he got some one of these things from somewhere, kept it in his side table, and I thought I'm going to be in trouble.
Wait, what did he get? Oh, pew?
A pew, yeah.
Oh.
So that was it. And then I ended up having a stroke.
What?
And he let me, I was on the floor, and he let me lay on the floor. He looked at me and he goes, I think you've had a stroke. You need to call your son. I'm going to work.
What? How soon after you got home?
2 days. 2 days. I was in intensive care in the hospital for a week. So yeah, that was, my son came up. My son kept trying to call me. He was 5 hours away. And I finally was able to talk. I sounded like Elmer Fudd. My son came because he was a manager at a place in Georgia. He came up to Tennessee. He called me and he said, "Mom, what's going on?" I couldn't talk. He said, "I'll be there." He quit his job, threw everything down, said, "I'm going. My mom's in trouble." He made a 5-hour drive in 3 hours.
When did this happen?
Oh, this was like in 2016. 2016. So anyway, when my son got there, I'm still laying on the floor. Couldn't move. He said, and I could talk a little bit better. And he said, "Mom, I'm calling the ambulance." And you know what I said? "No, it's $300. The hospital's just down there. Take me." So there's my son helping me get into his truck. And we go to the ER. They put me in and they said, "It is too late because you should have had that test that they do immediately when you have and they said, "You've had a whisper stroke." They kept me in the hospital for a week. And the entire time that I was in there, he was Shrek was dinging my phone. "Oh, I'm just checking to see if you died. I'm just checking to see if you," oh yeah. The moment that I got well and got out of there, the boss that I had at that time, because I do some side things financially for some humanitarian type things, knew what I was doing. My son called him. They sent me money. We moved out, and that was the end. I never looked back.
Wow.
He is still possessed. He got married.
He is to this day. Shrek is still possessed?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. He ended up, that's a whole different show, Mel. I can tell you.
Where does he live now?
In Tennessee somewhere with a new wife that he's been married to for 5 years. I guess she's not new any longer, but anyway, he was, Sammy, everybody's like, "Why do you have so many cats?" Because he would pick up my cats and he'd say, "I wonder what it would look like if I threw this cat out in the middle of the street. I wonder," just trying to mess with me, Well, that's okay.
Well, you took him to the Amityville Horror House and he got his.
I got my, listen.
But thank God you're okay and you have no residual effects from a stroke. Like that's.
Well, I still do. I have what's called neglect. If I get really stressed, if I go from one room to another, I'll still run into the wall a little bit, knowing that, but I'm okay. I'm blessed. And if I get stressed a lot, I stutter and I can't, but I'm good. Listen, away from him, I'm blessed. That's the way craziness.
Well, for those of you who don't know about the Amityville Horror Story, I'll just tell you a quick little story if you don't mind. Ronnie DeFeo Jr. This happened all the way back in 1974. That's hard to believe. It's 1974. Ronnie DeFeo was 23 years old, and he went into a Henry's bar in Amityville, which is on Long Island, and it declared, "You got to help me. I think my mother and father are shot." And then they all went to his house, which was at the time, the address was 112 Ocean Avenue, located near the bar. And they found that his parents, their lives had been taken. And also he took the lives of not just his mother and father, 2 brothers and 2 sisters, all in the house. And then there was a book written about it, which many of you may have read many, many years ago. And then, so the victims were his parents, Ronald DeFeo Sr., 43, and Louise DeFeo, 43. His 4 siblings, Dawn, 18, Allison, 13, Mark, 12, and John, 9. And he died in prison, apparently.
He did.
March 12th, 2021. I don't know why I don't remember hearing about that.
Yeah, he did.
2021.
He actually called it was so interesting. And I just noticed my best friend is in the chat. Hello, my darling.
Hello, bestie.
Hello, she's my bestie.
I do remember that book. That book shook me, though. I remember reading that book I used to read a lot of horror stories as a kid. I read all the Stephen King books. I mean, I was into Nancy Drew first, and then I crossed over to Stephen King and James Patterson, and the Amityville Horror was one that really shook me.
That messed with me, and especially if you look hard enough, you can find the crime scene photos, and you can't unsee them. It is very sad.
Yeah. So do they think that he triggered the haunting, or that he became possessed? Yeah, I don't remember.
There was something else that was in there in the basement. But there's a lot of energy, because I did a deep dive on that house because I did want to buy it. And there's some energy that had been lingering over from Salem, that had been some people coming through there, and then when they settled it, and it was just as wild as can be. My bestie has a question. Okay. There she is. She's not a question, it's a statement. Hi, my darling bestie. This is her.
Hey, Molly.
Hello, Molly. I met Zelda on Facebook. She did, because I had a doll that my mom, born in 1932, had. As a girl, I wanted to see if the doll was possessed. Zelda says no. Hi, bestie. I have read for her doggies. I read for her 2 doggies when she's a wonderful person. She's always learned. Go Zelda. She's always wonderful. So thank you.
Every girl's got to have her cheerleaders. We all have a squad, right?
That's right. That's right. But the Amityville horror house, there's so much more to that than meets the eye. And when Ronald DeFeo was in prison, he actually talked to another psychic, and the call is out there somewhere. You have to look, and it is wild, the call that they had. And he said that he was actually being haunted in prison, just like Chris Watts, just like, wow.
Maybe we should do a story. Maybe we should do a series on the Amityville Horror, because I forgot all about this. I mean, I was just a little kid when this happened, but
we should.
It says here that he did an interview in 1986 for Newsday, which is our Long Island newspaper, in which he claimed that his sister Dawn had taken the life of their father, and then the mother took the lives of all the siblings, and then he took his mother's life because of what she did. Like, there's a lot of crazy stories out there, and his attorney used an insanity plea, but also said that he was a heroin and LSD user. So there's that.
Yes. Well, that his father had a song, because his father kind of ran around on his mother. I think something happened there, and his father, Mr. Defoe, I guess. I keep thinking of William.
It's DeFeo.
It's DeFeo.
Yeah.
I think of William Defoe. DeFeo
right.
he had a very popular song that he wrote, and it was actually recorded by somebody. Oh yeah, there's so much beyond, but we should do a little deep dive.
That's interesting. Yeah.
Halloween. And Miss Melanie, I have a podcast that is coming up with a vampire from Saxon, Germany, and I'll let you know when that one is.
That is cool.
It is cool. He's not there's different types. He's not the
bad kind.
He's not the bad kind.
Not the sexy kind.
Supposedly lives forever. Hello. So that's going to be awesome, because I'm all into that. The lore.
Yeah, like the castle. I mean, I look at those castles all the time on the internet. Like
somebody, I had to laugh because somebody the other day said, "Oh, you're from Görlitz, Germany," and so I'm putting 2 and 2 together. Maybe you're a vampire too. I said, "No, I'm a lichen. I'm not a vampire. I'm a lichen." Oh. Okay, so let's do some VP. Let's do, and if you have to go, Miss Melanie,
no, I'm good.
Okay,
I'm into it.
We're having a lot of fun here, everybody. Thank you so much. And then I'm gonna take a break, and we'll read all these, because I don't want some of
you. Yes, we'll thank the.
Should we?
Your fans.
I think we should do that now.
Yeah, let's do it.
Leaving without me thanking them personally. So, and if you want to take a break, please feel free to. Here we go. Wow, just wow. You guys are amazing. Here we go. Miss Sherry D, 9 months, a baby Zelda. Thank you, sweet darlings. I did a baby Zelda not too long ago saying the garage. You know how they do the babies? It's hilarious. So thank you, Sherry D. And she gifted 5 Lady Zelda memberships. Very generous of you. You guys are top shelf. You know what I always say. Thank you, thank you. There is parachutes and pirouettes. Bless you. And look at that little picture, that little profile. Thank you so much. And welcome to all the new members. Thank you for your gift. And the Goodmans are here, Miss Melanie. Thank you. Gifted
love the
one
Goodman.
thing fortune with True Oracle membership. And that reminds me, tomorrow, I think it's Sunday. Yes, tomorrow, Sunday, 2 p.m. Eastern, I will be reading the members only on True Oracle. I will be reading your cards. So if you are not already a member and you want your cards read, or you put your question in the chat, now is the time. Thank you so much. And Stephanie Sweegler, I love this. Thank you, darling. Became a new YouTube member. Thank you. Aunt Bibi, yes. Been here for 11 months. I cannot believe it's been that long. Sammy wants to meet our beautiful Queen Melanie. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. And look at this, top shelf. Bless you, my darling. CLMK. That I feel like I'm giving code when I say that. I love it. CLMK 0515 XOXO. Well, you know what? Thank you. And XOXO, you are beautiful and wonderful. Thank you. So generous to each and every one. Miss Jules, Florida, you darling, sorry. And you know what? It's okay. Thank you so much for your generosity. Thank you. Thank you. Dancer in her soul, I love you. This is my better not take Lady Zelda's money or else contribution. I love you. Contribution, thank you. Thanks so much for the heads up on that, Melanie.
Nobody
Love
steals
you
from
both.
Lady
Love
Zelda.
you.
Nobody steals
Thank you.
from Lady
Listen,
Zelda.
I'll just send a little zap over. Hello.
Yeah, that's not the. You're not the right person to do that.
No, I'm not the zapper, but I might.
You
try.
wouldn't do that. I mean, it's not a smart thing to do.
No, but you know, it's not.
Karma wise
you know,
and otherwise.
Sometimes you just kind of feel like, what the heck, right? But thank you so much for the super sticker, $20 from Alder Nose. Thank you so much. So generous.
Yeah, we're going to talk to John. We will talk to John. Justin's
talk
like,
to
don't forget to
John
talk to John.
No,
Yeah.
no, we're
Wait till
gonna,
you guys, if you guys are new here, because you followed me over here and you haven't seen Zelda, like this machine, like words pop up on them. It's insane.
and I got a couple of them, so we're gonna be, you know, if one's not talking, we'll get on the other one. We'll see. We did it for Amy Bradley. We did it, and it said she's alive. That's what it said. So thank you so much. I don't even know how to. I'm not going to butcher it, but thank you, my darling. Thank you, thank you. Linda Mitchell, you are so beautiful and generous. Love you both and watch from the beginning. I know she did too. Here we go. 10 memberships. You're so generous. Thank you, Miss
Jules
Jules.
from Florida. She's awesome.
She is awesome. Always, always. Bruce West, you're the one. Wish I could do more. Listen, this is beautiful and wonderful. Thank you so much for your generosity. D11115, you are the one. I love you. We love you, Lady Zelda. You will be blessed tenfold for the amazing work and energy you put out. Thank you, Melanie, for being the supportive, kind, and classy queen that you are. She is, isn't she? Best full moon ever. I think so. I think so.
My energy has totally shifted since I came in here. Thank you.
That's
Look at that turnaround.
Well, there you go. We have to do the little proverbial positive energy zaps. We have to. That's all what it's all about. Madeline, thank you so much. Love you, Lady Zelda. God bless you and your beautifully heart. Oh, I love that. Thank you so much. Here is Kelly Chloe Bit So We Acquit. I love that name. Love to you both. So happy to see you together. I want to sing that song. Happy
We're
together.
happy together. I can't see
Imagine
me
me and
love
you.
to nobody but you. You're a way better singer. I've heard you sing before. You're a good singer.
Thank you. So thank you. Oh, here comes, who is this person? Somebody we don't need. Oh, this is Shaggy Noodle. See the little blaze?
Shaggy Noodle. I
So-
love it.
I've got Shaggy and Scooby, but the idea with Shrek is I say I could never leave without leaving no cat left behind. That's how I felt. So let's see. Loved you both. So happy to see you two together. It's so true. It feels like family. It does, doesn't it? Especially for us who don't have a lot of people. Big heart and love and hugs to you, my darling. We get each
Yeah.
other through all of it, and we are grateful for you. And
I'm trying to do a lot of streams on holidays too, because I feel like there's a lot of people
I do
who
too.
are very lonely on holidays. So I try and do that.
I think so. I think so. Here is Elizabeth Butler. I love you. Love you, Lady Zelda. Queen Cupcake, you are a beautiful person inside and out. Well, you know what? She is, and I'm so blessed to have her here. This is almost as though, I mean, look at us. It's like, could we get any more opposite than what we are? But it's the energy flows together. I love it. Thank you so much, Elizabeth. I appreciate you. Grizz Girl, I love it. Positive vibes from Montana. I'll take them. Thank you so much, and sending them back. Miss Melanie's taking them too. Thank you, thank
I'll
you.
happily take them.
Farah, I love it. Farah Jacques. Super sticker for 5. Thank you so much, darling. She's like Texas. I love that. God bless you. $100. You're so
sweet.
generous. Bless you for your generosity. All of you. Just the thought. Just is so amazing. Resisting arrest, $2. Thank you. I love that. Resisting arrest. I love it. I love it. Denise, thank you so much for the super sticker. I love you. Thank you for your generosity. And look at this. Aunt
Oh,
Baby
there's
coming
that
in.
baby.
I don't know who you are, but how dare you steal from our Lady Zelda? How dare you? We would just be, I would play that song, Miss Melanie. How dare you?
We love Derek. I saw Derek in the chat before. He's here.
I love him. I love him. Still from Lady Zelda, may our paths never cross. Melanie, thank you for telling us. Hope this helps. Definitely. Thank you. Thank you. Here comes the boss lady. Thank you for becoming a member. Thank you so much. She's like Texas is a new member as well. Edwina, thank you so much. Love you both. Good always wins.
Sweetheart.
Absolutely. Sometimes it doesn't feel like it though. But you know what? The ultimate thing is we read the back of the book, we know truth prevails.
It's not always easy, but it's always worth it.
That's right. Pastor Prime, I am Bruce. Love
Bruce.
you. Thank you, Bruce. Love you, Melanie. That's so sweet. Thank you. Thank you. And look at this. Miss Jules, another 10.
she's sweet.
Hello. So generous. Christina, a member for 2 months. Bless you. And I love that little profile picture, those little ears. Love it. Pierre, look at you. It ain't a lot, but it's what I got. I love that little rhyme. Thank you. Love you both. And believe me, you'll be blessed 100 times. Believe me. Christina, thank you. Love you both. Sending you a
cash
app,
app.
rather. You get YouTube taking it from you. Can't wait for tomorrow live. I can't wait for you in there either. I'm a member of both of your channels. Well, you are top shelf. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. We have a super sticker from Lyndon T. $5. Thank you. That I love your generosity, and believe me, it just means so much to me that you're all going out on a limb to help, because I'm going to be honest with you. I was even talking to my Captain Jerry, and I said, can I continue to do this? Should I continue to do this? But you know what? You have given me faith in humanity once again.
Wait, who's my Captain Jerry?
Captain Jerry is Jerry Harris, my mom.
Because my Captain Jerry is also Jerry Garcia. And we were talking about today's the 30th
Oh, really?
anniversary of his death. He was Captain Trips. Jerry Garcia. Interesting.
Yes,
So you're talking
isn't
to
that
Jerry.
interesting? Wow. Wow. Darlene, thank you for the super sticker, my darling. Thank you so much. Just loving this, relaxing outside of the courtroom. You know what? Thank you. Stop the insanity in Norfolk. Yes, we agree. And before we came on tonight, while we were in the green room, I just thought, you know what? I might want to talk a little bit of this stuff, but let's have a chat and get real tonight. Let's relax, get real, grab some energy, because you know what? This week we're going to be back on it. We're going to be back again. And I know Miss Melanie will come back, and I hope she does sooner than
go
later.
Do some paranormal activities.
Oh, we certainly are. We certainly are. Jules, sisters are doing it for themselves. Thank you. That's so kind of you. Thank you. Thank you. And here we go, $10. Thank you so much, my darling, for giving that. I don't know how to pronounce the name, but oh, I do know you. Oh, my darling. I talked to her today on the psychic.
Oh, yeah? On the psychic?
It just hit me. Oh, my gosh. Hello. Hello, my darling. Thank you. I don't know you by your name, so I know you by your name, right?
Oh, you guys don't worry, because Turtle Boy's show is not until 10 p.m. tonight, so we still have an hour to keep
Okay, yeah, I didn't want to.
He's not going. His show is at 10 tonight instead of 9 Eastern.
Okay, good.
And everyone wants to talk to John O'Keefe, so.
Yeah. Okay, we're going to hurry up just a minute. I'm getting a little on the hello.
My lips get so dry from the ring
too.
light and the talking and the.
I meant to tell you the other day, you know what I do, because I've heard you say your voice sometimes. It sounds gross. I drink pickle juice.
Oh, I like pickle juice.
I drink it. It clears it up because I was struggling with it, and I was like, but you know, you don't want it to coat. You want it to clear it up, and that does it. If you don't have pickle juice, just a little bit of water and vinegar, but make sure you.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, that's an old singer's trick. Luna Dewdrops, bless you. Wish I could do more. Listen, that is a blessing. Thank you, and you will be rewarded, believe me. But I'm sorry that happened to you. Greatest show tonight. Love you both. Thank you. It's great because Miss Melanie's here. Thank you so much. I am a member of both of you ladies.
Oh, yay, Sunflower Day.
Yes, you're so sweet. Thank you. Look at Sylvia's daughter coming in. Been here for 3 months. Bless you, bless you. Match DC. Lots of prayers and love to you both. Well, thank you, darling. And thank you for being here. Thank you, thank you. Maeve, I love this. I love her. At Maeve 1850, I love that name. Thank you, my darling. You're so generous. Thank you. Here is a member for 4 months, Nowhere. I love it. Thank you so much for being here. Here is Sylvia's daughter, Mel. What got you interested in the Karen Reed case? Did you answer that already?
Well, I kind of talked about the location of it being where my ex was from, but also for me, it was all about the injuries. I've been a civil litigator for more than 30 years, and I've handled thousands of car accident cases, and I've seen very many, more than I would like to, pedestrian accidents. There is no way that John O'Keefe was hit by a car because he had no injuries below the neck other than what looked like a dog attack to his right arm. And after I was on court TV twice in January of 2024, when Jennifer Coffendorfer tried to make me look like a jerk when I said it was a dog attack or an animal attack, she's like, everyone's not a doctor. All of a sudden thinks they know what caused these injuries. And I'm like, well, what didn't cause these injuries was a car.
I saw that.
Guess who was right? Me. And you know Olivia Nile, right?
Oh,
Olivia
yes.
Nile also
She's
was
beautiful.
pissed off by Jennifer Coffendorfer, and that's the reason she got so heavily involved in the Karen Reed case. And then Mark Betterow was annoyed by someone else on Twitter, who is the mother of another guy, Wendy Murphy, who's an attorney, who was a Duke lacrosse truther. And that made him get involved in Karen Reed because he was mad. So then you can thank them.
I love it.
For getting us involved.
I just think that I believe that Karen she's doing the Lord's work. I think she was appointed to do this. Look, this small statured young woman taking on.
Yeah, she's got the strength.
State.
Right.
I mean, hello. That's bravery. I mean, this is like leading the
She
charge.
also had the strength, and the mental, even like
Oh.
with all of her medical conditions, and she's got a mess. She could have been thrown out of remission at any time. It's just the stress and
Absolutely.
all of these things that are impacted by stress and made worse. And
Yes.
she had the strength
Agreed.
and the team and the fortitude to go through it. And God bless
Agree.
her. She needs to
Agree.
rest for like 3 years at least.
Agree. There's my Molly. Love you, Zelda. Love you back, my darling. Like so many of us do. Thank you. Thank you.
Molly went to Duke, she said. Molly
She
said, I
did
went
go
to
to
Duke.
Duke.
It was abysmal what they did to those boys, the mob. Right. And then the girl, the accuser, said she lied, like recently. Came out and said, oh, yeah, I made the whole thing up. And this woman is still getting out there, Wendy Murphy, and still saying they didn't. It's just.
I'll tell you the uncanny thing. Well, first of all, I did a remote paranormal little thing with Molly in her home. It was pretty cool. And that it was remote. We can do things remotely, so that was pretty awesome. But I do have some here on. Let me see if I can. I don't know if I can say it's going to mess my camera up. I may do that at the end. So stay tuned because this camera we need to do some John O'Keefe stuff. Okay.
Yeah, everybody's getting anxious in the chat.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Here we go. We're going to start out with one first, and then I will add this to the studio. Let me see. Oh, it's not wanting to come on. Hello, where are you, darling? Oh, there you are. Okay. Can we still see Miss Mel?
I'm here.
Yes, I think so. All right. So this is one of the spirit apps. We're going to start out. I'm going to keep it back here like this. Let me see. I want to get so all of you can see, and we're going to ask some questions. All right. So we have asked that John show up tonight. You can see that Miss Melanie is here. You know that she is a supporter. You know she's been on your side. And for the reads, what say you? What do you have? And as you see that, let me fix this camera a second, because I don't like the way this camera is doing. No. Okay.
Maybe you can make it bigger
Yeah.
and go smaller.
I'm going to try to make it bigger. And try to make it bigger. I probably could if I took the cards off.
That's
Geek.
Geek.
Okay.
Who's a geek, John?
Who's
Who's
a
a
geek?
geek?
Who's a geek, John? Who is a geek? Okay. Let's see. Okay,
I know
so
who's a geek. I know. Trooper Paul. Because today,
Trooper Paul is the geek.
Trooper Paul's report was released. We've never seen it before.
So for those of you who have never seen this before, you're going to see those bars. Those are frequency. A spirit box works on a binary system. So it vibrates a particular way and forms the word. As you're seeing it right now, change. And changing the colors, that means the energy is getting high and another word wants to come through. Now, there we go. See, look at the energy.
Hank Brennan is also a geek, by the way.
Deal.
Deal. That's a
What
Grateful
is-
Dead song. Don't you let that deal go down.
There you go. Now, this is the card that came out. The pieces are coming together. This is from the House of Zelda cards. The pieces are coming together.
It's being released now. The emails.
Yes, yes. See, and I don't know, there's a little thing here on the side, Melanie. You hear that? That's white
That
noise.
freaks me out when that plays. Yeah.
Yeah, and I turn that off because it just drains me, and it drains a lot of other people too. So porch. Okay, what happened on the porch, John? Is there something? It's a full moon now. Do you see it? You see
He went
it?
up to the porch. He went up to the porch. That's where the two doors were, the side door and the garage door that Jennifer McCabe pretended she didn't know existed. And she grew up she was in that house until she was 6.
Yes.
6 years
John,
old.
I'm going to ask all of you to please be cautious about what you put as words in the chat, please. I would
Yeah.
appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Because YouTube has an AI algorithm and they hate like bad chat words and they can strike Zelda.
Yeah.
And it's happened to me recently
And they
too.
have,
So.
and they have.
They have stricken you?
No,
We can't have that.
no.
We have to be careful.
I've lost ad revenue on last 4. So we have to be careful. And I've got all the words in there, but for some reason they just sneak through. Okay, so tell us, John, what's more? I want to know. All of us here want to know. What door did you go into first? What door? And we're going to keep track of the time because I don't want all of you to be able to say and see Aiden tonight as well. So you went to the porch. Tell us what happened. It is a full sturgeon moon. It's when the fish, good fishing. Let's see. Good sturgeon moon. Okay. Falsehood or being lied to. What? Tell us now. Give us what your thoughts are. Show us. So you went up to the porch. Did anyone see you that you know of? Now that you look back, now that you can see, bye.
Bye.
Oh, do not put any of that in the chat, please. Don't put what you think that they
Oh,
will.
okay. Like somebody was coming to buy?
Yes.
Like somebody dropped off something that somebody wanted to buy?
I think
Okay.
it was somebody
Don't put any
in the
words.
truck. Somebody.
Some people have suspected that that is the reason that
Yes.
that Julie Nagel wasn't really going to leave.
Yes. Now, this card came out, missing information. The key to unlock information. Could it have been that? I know they like snow there.
I've heard that too, and I heard that it may have been something bigger that is, and that people are trying to protect other things that have nothing to do with this not car accident, but that's the reason why maybe some phones were destroyed, because there was some other, information in there about some other investigations maybe that they didn't want to get out.
I will.
There was a lot of snow that night, right? We heard a lot about the weather during that trial.
Right. I will tell you one time when I can talk with you, Miss Mel. Mm-hmm. Who John says. He's pointing the finger now.
Oh.
He's pointing the finger. Unexpected. So I know that this was not the results that were expected. I do not believe that this was something that was premeditated. I think it got out of hand, and this is what he's telling us. Thank you so much in the chat. I love you. Listen, I love you guys so much. You're my family. And if I had a big enough place for Thanksgiving, I would say, y'all come down. And I would just make chicken salad, and we would all sit and tell ghost stories.
Unexpected, yeah. I think it was not intentional as well. I've always thought that.
Mm-hmm. The lights flickering behind Melanie are...
That's my fire mode.
They're supposed to be flickering. So
yeah, is it freaking people out? I like it because you have the fire noise going, and then it's kind of...
Yeah, I kind of like that fire noise.
I do too. I like it. It's very comforting.
You know, you can go on Pixabay and get a free fire, and then you can play it. You download it on your StreamYard under where the music is, and you loop it. You just
play
she
said not premeditated. Not premeditated. That's why it was unexpected. Was
no,
the card
not
that just came up.
Unexpected. Yeah. It was not premeditated. Yes. Sorry if I did
Grant.
Not make it clear.
Grant just came up, and Grant, as in like Grant Smith Ellis, or a grant as in money.
This
That's-
card.
He's also a geek, by the way. Which
Oh,
was the first word that came up.
momentum.
Hold on. Okay, I'm putting all this together in my head.
Now, I do have a list. This is recording, and I'll email the list of the words.
I like to write them down.
I know you're a writer.
It helps me think. Do the right thing. Is that says do the right thing?
is This card.
We have
I know.
momentum right now. We have to keep going. Remember you said earlier you felt sad because it was over? Well, right
Yes.
now is when we have the momentum. We have to keep going because we've
That's
got to
right.
find out. He wants it to be solved.
He wants it to be solved. He wants it to be resolved. I will tell you this, there are 3 people.
Do the right thing. Who's he talking to? Do the right thing. Kelly Deaver.
Yes.
That's what do the right thing is exactly what Cox said to her. Do the right thing.
Listen, we need to do, we need to have a company called Little and Kelly. We are...
We got
Little
the
and Kelly
momentum.
Investigations. Little and Kelly Investigations. Thank you so much, my darlings.
I should have been a private eye. His exact words to her. Do the right thing.
Do the right thing was the exact words. Okay, here comes another card. Let's see. A time to rest.
Time to rest. It's Karen's
Look,
time
this
to
is-
rest. She's been exhausted
She
for
has been
over
exhausted.
three and a half years. She's been dealing with this. And that's why I think she hasn't done any interviews. She needs time to regroup.
I think the reason she's not also is because she sees how these people just clamor onto her and use everything she ever says against her.
Mm-hmm. Who can she trust, really, at this point?
she
Who can
can-
she trust?
Who can?
And it's time
to
for
rest.
John to rest in peace, right?
How about resting a case? I wonder, but he was cite. Oh, now
Like
that's in,
CITE.
see, as in citing a case,
Citing a case.
citing. Oh, that's interesting. We've
I
never
also-
seen the word.
Some documents dropped today pursuant to another FOIA request that had a citation in them, that Karen was given a citation. And it's weird because the times are all different. Oh, look at the black cat saying this is serious.
I made all of this artwork I made, Melanie. And if you need help with your TikTok or any,
You made
You
made
like-
that intro with me and the
I
cartoon?
made that. I made your outro too.
Oh,
I
I
did.
love
I
it.
did the whole thing.
I love it.
This artwork that you see, I do it.
Oh my, you're an artist too?
Mm,
I'm so
I try. I
so-
try.
You're really talented. Okay, cite.
Thank you.
This is serious. He's
This
like,
is
okay.
serious
I think
for me.
citing a section 1983 for the altered video footage used to frame her is serious. That is right. Thank you, Justice, for Teresa Perry.
Thank you. Hello. Let's just solve some cases. Let's solve some cases. Miss Melanie, do you see Sammy back here?
Hey,
I framed
Sammy.
her above the fireplace. Yeah, all my back splashes I have, you probably can't see the fireplace because of my name and me, but
And
that's why
the lighting is
I-
perfect.
and hello, I live there. So
Do you have a green screen behind you?
yes,
Oh, I mean, that's
I have a green
amazing.
screen, and then
But
I
it's
make
your
the-
artwork. Oh,
I make these backdrops, and I upload them in. If you ever need any, I'll be glad to make these.
yes, I do. I need all of it. Keep
So,
that. Yep, keep
here for you.
advocating.
I'm here for you. I'll help you with TikTok. I'll help. Weeps.
Weeps.
Are you weeping? Who is weeping? Look at the energy. I want to show you something. Do you see this energy here on? You see those
Yeah, what
numbers?
does that mean?
That's all frequency that's being used. Binary codes, ones and zeros, to come in. Uh-oh, are you okay, Angel?
That whole thing just shook.
Key. That's my cat coming up here.
Key is next. Key.
Yeah. Now, Melanie, I make bracelets that have keys on it because the key thing started. It was a key, when I first started this, it was a key to the investigation, a key to something or other. Sis, you're going to have to sit down.
I have a key necklace that's like a peace sign with a key, and I was going to wear that necklace, but I couldn't find it. So I have this one on instead, but that's interesting.
I would love to send
Peace
you
key.
overlooked evidence.
Yeah, the garage.
The key, the garage. The key to the overlooked evidence. Who weeps? A tree? No, they didn't have a weeping willow.
No.
Are you weeping?
I mean, Karen was weeping when she found him. Remember? She was hysterical.
Bless her
Harry
heart.
Roberts kept telling her to shut up. There's overlooked evidence, yeah. Kevin Albert is the key, says Kim is Ladybug. Sandra, and the key that she gave that man to get into her apartment says stay in peace.
You're gonna
1983
love your
case
outro.
is the key.
You're going to love your outro, by the way, Melanie. And if you want it, I'll be glad to gift it. I'll give you them.
I love it.
Look what's come up again. And you see me shuffling falsehood or being lied to.
That's the second time it came up.
The key is that they have been lying. Hello, shock of the century. Been lying, telling false tales.
All of them. Well, Carrie lied to the grand jury, and then Jen lied to the FBI.
But they can't do anything with the grand jury unless Morissy brings charges, correct? Or is that on a federal level? Could they bring some type of perjury?
Well, she lied to the state grand jury, so those would be state charges. But maybe that's the key, that all of these lies are going to come together and more stuff is going to be uncovered because of these lies. Wounds can weep too, said Mel. That's right. Wounds can weep.
Oh, yeah. Look at this. Anger. So, yeah, believe me, this energy is now getting angry because, it's like we've had this in 3 stages now. The first stage is season 1, Karen. The second stage, season 2, Karen. Now she's been acquitted for the second time. And now comes the anger because a lot of this stuff is going to start coming out. Attitude.
Now comes the spin-off.
Now, that's right.
New characters, yeah.
Here comes the...
attitude. What does that say? Attitude?
Attitude. Let me fix the camera here so you can see a little better.
Yeah, the attitude.
You all that
righteous indignation of Jennifer McCabe, Kerry Roberts, Kelly Dever, all the righteous indignation, their attitude on the stand.
Look at what just flew out again. I'm sitting here shuffling, and as you were saying that same card flew out. Anger again. So he's angry. He's angry. And I can tell you truthfully, I feel that former Trooper Proctor is being haunted. There's some that are being haunted now, and he may not act like it. In the middle of the night, believe me. Hold on, my Molly. I'm so sorry leaving chat, but can't wait for more Zelda. Always amazing. Melanie's so cool too. Thank you, my darling. Thank you for being here. Love you. Talk to you soon. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. She's my bestie.
Yeah, the key to the Lexus. Give her car back.
Well, I know, Jamie, that the Dream Team hates when they're called seasons, but that is a way for us to be able to. I don't think that's not a deal killer, and it's not something that we're going to go to the hot place over. All right, it's all about timing.
It's all about
timing, attitude. There are 3 people. So I'm cutting back on hold on a minute. Derek, Thank you. So I'm cutting back on my emoji use. It may be dark magic. No, honey, there's nothing in there. You don't
So-
have to worry.
It's all about timing. I was looking at some other stuff that dropped today, pursuant to FOIA requests, and all the key cycle data that was in Trooper Paul's report. It's all in the timing. Key cycle 1164 was when he was testing, and 1162 is when they say that's when she hit him, but it couldn't be, because if 1164 is when they're testing, there would have been another key cycle when he came off the tow truck, and the key cycle right before that would have been the one when it went on the tow truck. So the timing of those key cycles is all off, and now the report
Now my
is out.
question. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
Oh no, not all. I'm done.
I forgot my question. What happens, change of direction? Okay, I was just going to ask this. What have student? Oh, we know who that student is.
Student.
Don't say it, please. Don't say it in the chat.
The student is the key. The student with the attitude is the key.
The student with the attitude is the key, and this will change directions. Now, my question with you, Miss Mel, from a legal perspective, what if they find something in these emails from Morissy? 4,012 emails, for any of you who don't know.
I don't know if it was emails or pages. I don't know.
I don't know. Whatever they are, what
yeah.
if they find something in there that basically points to them knowing that Karen didn't do it, but they have to?
Oh yeah, does that strengthen her 1983 claim? Yes. Does it also, could it criminal conspiracy charges against public officials? Yeah. But I think they're too smart to put that kind of stuff in writing. So think about it. Like, these are just emails from his burner account and from his AOL account or whatever account Morissy had. Think about what if the feds were also wiretapping their phones? That's stuff that we're not going to see, because that's not pursuit. We couldn't get that pursuant to a Freedom of Information request. Migration is the next word. But they could have wiretaps.
And more keys. The same card again, missing information, the key to unlock information, migration.
That's second time also. He's really trying to hammer down some of these concepts.
Yes.
Migration.
But the Freedom of Information Act, can they hold things back, or does it have to be everything? Can they
depends on whether Colleen Crawford got her hands on those emails before they turned them over. They certainly go through them. And listen, we've got deleted video. We've got so much, proctored video. Inverted open is the next one. Open.
Desire.
Can they hold anything back? No, but they're also not supposed to invert video and then have, ghosts appearing in their videos either. So we know that they don't do things by the book.
Open burning desire.
Well, I know someone who had a burning desire for Karen.
Yeah, we know that. Someone wrote open door. Thank you, Stan Peace.
Open door, right? And the key, that could be like, wonder if that garage door had a key. Wonder if they had to lock that garage door because of something that happened in there. And then, or, somebody who liked to clean could maybe clean it up, maybe, in some people's opinion, allegedly. Yeah, some of the players, some of the people involved, maybe some of the extended family of the O'Keefes, maybe migrating to a different state, Derek said. Open. The FBI investigation is still open. It's not closed.
Amen.
May the Lord open.
Look at this third time. So
missing information.
He's trying to tell us that this isn't all it. That there's some missing. I believe the first thing I saw that today, I thought, oh shoot, there's more. They're not,
Right. And there's also 4,000 pages to go through, so who knows? Yeah, there's more that we haven't seen, and there's going to be I mean, I believe that, you know, like Sandra
Flame.
Birchmore, Karen Reed, all these cases are related. They're all the same investigators.
I do too.
Miles can't, like, they're all, there's never such thing as a coincidence. How many of those cards are in that deck?
44.
I mean, how many missing information, the key to unlock
One.
information? There's
One.
only one of them, and it's come up
There's
3
only
times.
one. Yeah, there's 44 cards, one of each.
Key and migration are both referring to data. Olivia's here. Olivia, you gotta.
Olivia, welcome, my darling.
Flavor. We're up to flavor now.
Welcome. Hi, Olivia.
Key, migration, site, flavor.
Flavor. Okay, let's see what this card, because I'm sitting here shuffling. That's
Yeah.
why I shuffle on camera so you can all see
Right,
me.
it's so cool. I didn't know if there was more than one card.
Abandoned.
Oh wait, Steven just came up.
Who's Steven?
Steven Scanlon.
Oh,
Steven Scanlon is the one who called Yannetti and said John got the bejesus beat out of him in the Albert House.
I saw.
And then he recanted because somebody probably got to him.
I saw something about him today. And they said, what kind of a coward? Now,
It was in the Microdots video, I think. That's where I saw it too. Right? Is that where you saw it? Did you watch the Microdots video?
I saw it in another, somewhere
Oh.
else. It wasn't, yeah, I did see it in Microdots video, but abandoned. Okay.
Abandoned Yannetti. Steven abandoned Yannetti. You guys, we're a great team.
I tell you,
She likes Texas.
call
Steven abandoned Yannetti and Karen. And who's Bryce?
Who is
Bryce?
Bryce? Here's a card that just came out. A lesson. Could
Bryce
Bryce
is going to teach
Violence.
us violence. They used violence to try and teach him a lesson. John. They wanted to teach John a lesson. Maybe he found out something about Sandra Birchmore's death, and maybe they found out that he found out, and maybe they needed to teach him a lesson. Is Bryce an FBI agent?
I was just going to say, is Bryce some type of law enforcement?
Law enforcement.
Law enforcement.
Oh, Olivia, these are my backlights, and they have like a fire setting, and I put them on the fire setting because Zelda's got a fire crackling in her background. And these are like these bar lights that you're supposed to put them like behind your TV, and then you can make them like jive with your TV. And it's just like the fire setting. I thought when we were at full screen, the ambiance was better. If it's freaking you out, I could turn it off, but I think I like it with the noise. It's giving me comfort. Scatter. The taillight was scattered all over the yard.
You know, I put that in here because it is relaxing.
I like it.
I'll send you over the link for this because it's free.
Wait, a lesson could be a lessee. Also, Derek said that's great. A lesson could be a lessee. Wealth and abundance. Well, Karen's going to own the state of mass lighting Massachusetts when this is all over.
We need to be writing to the speaker now and saying, hey, do you have $1 million to hand over to Karen? Because that's just going to be a drop in the bucket, pal.
Or when Morissy went asking for the $1 million for, the well-funded things that he needed to come up against. People who could tell the truth scattered. Yep. Also the scattered pieces of tail.
This card just flew up on me. Let's see what it is. Travel. For the love of the traveling Mary. Travel.
Karen just made a motion to be able to travel outside the state, and that was granted. So she can leave the state. If she needs to travel to just go get some peace somewhere. Hopefully don't go to Aruba.
Oh, Lord.
They're scattering like cockroaches. Yeah, exactly. Key to the garage, migrating to the house, flavor, kitchen, Steve, fight. T. White, putting the pieces together. Scanlon also did scatter.
Miss Melanie, we need to do this more often.
Elaine C. says there's a Bryce Road in Norfolk, Massachusetts.
Oh.
No, it's
Are we
hard to read the
supposed to
chat
add
when
the
you're.
card words with the machine words, Mitchell? Yeah. I mean, this is giving us energy.
Lawn. Oh, come on, for the love of the traveling Mary. Lawn comes up, scatter, lawn. Yeah, they scattered those taillight pieces on the lawn. And you know what? Maybe somebody on that street has some ring camera footage of it. Wouldn't that be amazing? Because that would be the missing evidence, right?
I still
Missing information is the key to unlock information. Missing information? That came up 3 times.
Look at this.
There's footage out there.
The universe knows the truth. I have a question. Google search will only give something if law enforcement will contact them. The prosecution's office did not contact Google for any type of Google search, but they were going to have someone from Google come in and as a witness, and we never got to that part in the second trial. Because I heard, I don't know, I could be wrong, I wanted to ask you about that. Because I heard the defense couldn't because they're not law enforcement. It has to be some type of law enforcement that does it.
Well, that's true because they had to make motions. That's what a Rule 17 motion is. It's a motion to be able to get records of a third party. And you just can't, as a defense attorney, subpoena Google to give you Jennifer McCabe's Google search records. They had to make motions to the court to try and get that stuff, and all the motions were denied. Some of them had to go up to the appellate court, and then they were given a very limited portion of her Google searches, I think, in the end. Olivia, maybe you know. But, you know, people are saying you could have just gotten that information straight from Google, but then...
They won't give it to you.
But so law enforcement could have gotten it, I guess, but did they? Maybe they didn't want to know the truth, so they found Ian Whiffen to craft the truth for them. And that's what Ian Whiffen did.
A childlike new beginning. Now that's interesting because that's going to be something where you approach something as a child, looking forward to something, looking at something as though it is, because look, this little child reading, doing a little bit of a deep dive, starting over, a fresh start, the birth of a new beginning. Wow. And for those of you, I'm sorry, go ahead.
I was thinking of Sandra Birchmore's baby that didn't get a chance to be born.
I know. For many of you in here who have been here for the first time, I want to welcome you because we have so much fun. This helps us solve cases. I mean, hello. And welcome. I love having you here. Please do me a favor, like, and please subscribe. It doesn't cost anything to subscribe. And if you'll do me a favor, for those of you who haven't yet, please click the like button because YouTube has rolled out this little thing that if you click the like button, it does a little boop or it does a little illumination or a little something or other. And let me know in the chat, please, if you get that because it's pretty special. Thank you so much.
Olivia says that witness, Holly Price, was a keeper of the records for Google. She would have been called for Brian Albert's Google Nest Cam account info. Right. And didn't he say that he never set that Google Nest camera up? So it wasn't for Google searches. It was for the camera footage. And maybe there's some camera footage out there that people have just been afraid to turn over. Could that be possible?
I know, what is that annoying background?
Stood, S-T-O-O-D.
I didn't think that there's an annoying.
Oh, the crackling of the fire. It's ambiance, called ambiance.
Look at this. Shuffled again. The universe knows the truth. Second time this came out. Art.
Art?
Art. What is the art? Thank you so much, everyone. You guys are just wonderful.
Stood on business, yeah.
Look, that card fell out again. Overlooked
evidence.
So you see, this energy is upset. Because, and what I was going to say before is, the 3 phases. We all held our breath approximately,
Approximately.
we all held our breath during the first trial and the second trial. And now that Karen is free,
The art of a cover-up.
it's look at this energy. Look how red that is.
Wow.
Look at that's intent. Immigration. Okay.
So there was we saw migration and
Migrate.
immigration.
Yes. And it's still red, so I think there's another word coming up soon. Overlooked by the defense, or overlooked period. It could be on purpose, and that's what I'm getting.
A failed art project, as in the blue paint. Says Kira Burb 3365.
Stand again, and travel comes up again.
Stand. Well, we had stood and then stand. Take a
Well,
stand.
part of this. Yeah. Careful what you put in the thing, please.
Yeah, don't put things in the chat that are, there you go.
Careful. There are creative ways. Believe me, I know everything that you're trying to say, so I appreciate you. Dominic.
Like, wait, like the Dominican Republic? Immigration, migration. Oh, didn't he have something to do with sex crime?
Yes.
What if he was uncovering some sort of trafficking situation from the Dominican Republic? Immigration, migration. There's a lot of higher ups that are involved in some trafficking scandal, right, you guys, in Massachusetts? Isn't there some big information that's going to be released about people involved in this thing, people involved in this big scandal, this trafficking?
And I heard that there was a lot of that going out. A man. I heard that there was a lot of that going. How can I say this? Happening with a particular establishment. I'm going to leave it there. Don't put it in the chat. Y'all know what I'm talking about.
Hasn't Dominic come up before? Pro Hog Beach says, like on another show? Not tonight, but on another show, maybe. Dominic.
I don't remember seeing that. There's some words tonight, like sight, that I have, I don't know.
Dominic, a man. Okay, so.
I'm trying to watch the time here so we can. Hi, Karen. Hello, my darling. You're going to have to go back and see from the beginning because this has just been action-packed right from the word
Seek
go.
more knowledge. So all goes with like the evidence, the hidden evidence. Seek more knowledge.
An open book. Shed. I made this art for a reason, that you could look within the card and say, look, there's a lot of research that is available to you.
Iron. Was he hit with a tire iron? If they were in the garage and there was a tire iron in there, that could be what hit him on the back. Just spitballing. But we saw stood, stand. You made the artwork on those cards as well, because that's beautiful.
Yes, thank you.
You're a woman of many, many talents.
Well, either that or too much time on my hands.
No,
I don't know
that's
yet.
talent. I can't draw a stick figure.
Well, I do it a little bit, and I have these. I have help. I have certain programs on iPad and everything else to help me put it together.
Well, let's see. Iron could mean like an iron that you iron your clothes with. It could mean like a iron, like a tire iron. It could mean like iron, like you're low on iron. You become anemic. It could be
pumping iron.
Pumping iron in the basement. JJ Frank 17.
Freeze. Hello, we know that you are freezing cold.
I know.
But you weren't frozen, my darling. Your temperature wasn't cold enough. Now, I have a question for you, Miss Melanie.
Mm-hmm.
Dr. Lapazada, did you not just love her?
I
love
love her. Love her so much.
Said that there was that head injury that he would be gone within 15 minutes.
Hmm.
And yet, when he was on the lawn, he had that head energy. So that means that he would have had to been moved.
Yeah. And there were no
within
signs of frostbite.
No.
And I think it was pretty clear that frostbite would start to happen in those temperatures very quickly. There's no way that he was in that out there for 6 hours.
No.
No way. 5.5 hours. No way. His core body temp was something like 80 degrees. It would have been far lower than that.
Those Dr. Marie Russell, Dr. Lapazada, to me, were the heroines. As well, there's many others, but I was riveted to the screen listening to these ladies.
Yeah, it was the women who came through. I mean, the men too, but a lot of strong older women, right? A lot. Dr. Lapazada, Dr. Russell, and then Irene Scortibella was a fantastic witness for the defense as well.
Yes.
Because she told the truth.
That's right. Okay, next card up. Look at this. Now I'm
Missing information, the key to unlock information. That's the 4th time.
So it's basically saying that we are now investigating the case. There's missing information, and it's telling us over and over that we need to dig deeper, do a deep dive, books, communication, emails.
I still think there's video out there somewhere
I know
that somebody's afraid to turn over.
I would have been in the beginning, but coming to now, when it seems like a lot of the wind has gone out of the McAlbert sails.
People are saying stood and stand, like Aiden took a stand. Aiden stood up for Karen.
Yeah, we've got 10 minutes. We'll go for a few minutes, a couple of minutes more, my darlings, and then we'll say goodbye. Look at this.
Okay, that's 5 times, you guys. We got to find the missing information.
Missing information. I think it's coming through.
What if it's a literal key? Like a key to something, like a key to a car, a key to a safe, a key to a lockbox that somebody's hiding missing evidence in.
My darling, we're going to keep this going because I want to say thank you to each and every one of everyone while this is still going. So I don't want to miss anyone.
I'll watch the words. You do the super chat.
Watch the words and hold on. Let me see.
Standing at the bar. The key to the storage where Karen kept the car.
Yes. Jules, thank you. You both helped us through Karen Weekman. It was Miss Melanie. I just kind of bring up the rear. Thank you. Christine sent you. Love you. Oh my goodness. You guys are so wonderful. Thank you. Thank you.
Shouted. Shouted is the next word. Shouted.
Shouted. Wow. Who shouted during this time?
Karen was screaming bloody murder. And they didn't hear her inside that house.
Do any of us here believe
Aiden is shouting. Aiden is a shouter. He's shouting all the time and nobody's believing him. And you know what? He's been right since the beginning.
Thank you, Sam Cooper. Thank you, my darling. Maeve, thank you, Zelda. You and Melanie got me through my surgery and recovery. Debris.
Pencil and then debris. Pencil came up real quick there too.
Yeah, I'm glad you're watching because sometimes
debris, taillight debris, pencil.
You never know who lives you are touching. I love you both. Thank you so much, Maeve. You darling. Thank you. Thank you. I'm so glad you're doing well. Look at the red bars. There's a word that's going to be coming up in just a moment. And M169, there's an upcoming case in Arizona that hopefully will deter women from making false claims.
Crystal.
There's Born Omen. She's a serial. Okay. Maybe we can figure it out. All right. Thank you. A new member. Thank you. Terry, thank you for being here. Bonnie, welcome. Welcome to the new members. Thank you. Another new member. So you becoming a new member of Fate and Fortune. And don't forget, tomorrow at 2 p.m., I'll be reading your cards. on Fate and Fortune with True Oracle. So you can ask your questions. It's a lot of fun, and I do it for about an hour and a half. So get there early so you can get in line. Look at this, Miss Jules, another 10 will.
Will. Direct will.
Is this somebody's free will? Does somebody have to have the will to carry on?
Somebody has to have the will to come out and tell the truth. Direct, as in like direct examination, was right before that. And crystal and debris and the missing evidence. And I've always said that I thought that that glass came from inside the house. And why did they not go inside that house to see if they could find a matching glass? Because the glass that was found was a heavy base glass. They showed the base. It was real thick. They don't
Yeah, I
serve.
remember that.
A waterfall bar does not
No.
have that kind of stemware, okay? That is like something that comes from inside a person's, like a bar
That's right.
set. Like that, right? With the thick base like that, they don't, I'm pretty sure they don't have those at the
I
waterfall.
agree.
I've always said, at the very least, they should have went in that house to look at what kind of glassware they had. Maybe it was a crystal glass from the house.
I agree. Sad, thank you so much for being here. Lisa, how do you make the art on your cards? I'm in the middle of making some myself. Would love some tips. If you don't
Presumably.
mind. Presumably. Honey, it is a cross between me using
Will the Glarer. Will the Glarer.
Roll the Glare, because he was the one saying the shoe, remember? And I do not believe those shoes are the right size.
That's what he's talking about. Maybe that's the missing and overlooked evidence.
Could be. I use a program on my iPad that's called Freeform, and I sketch it out first. Then I go into Canva, and then I work on it there. Then I take it over to Chat, and I work on it there. And then I take it back to Canva, and I add all the little elements. But I don't draw with a pencil. I sketch with my finger.
Oh.
And then I put in all the other little thingies as I tweak it, basically. So there you go, my darling.
Presumably.
And I do a lot of art for other channels too.
Presumably, like everyone presumed that sneaker was the right sneaker, but it wasn't. They had to swap it out, and that's why it took so long.
Before we go, I don't know if you remember this, but do you remember when Yuri was on the stand and he jerked and turned to the left?
Direct
really
just came up for the second time. Sorry.
Direct. No, it's
That's
okay.
the second time it came up.
And he said, I think Hank was talking to him, direct examination, and he jerked and he said, "Oh, I'm sorry, the evidence bag moved."
Yes, I remember that.
You remember that?
The evidence bag moved. And I said there's a spirit there behind him moving that evidence. That was John.
That was
What
John.
was in that evidence bag? Was that the evidence bag with the sneaker in it?
That was
We got to
the one.
get back to that, you guys.
That was on May 8th. Who can find that? That was, I think it was the one that had his clothing in it. But he turned around, and then I saw a dark spirit come from behind Jen when she was on the stand at 2:27, and it came behind the stand and went between her and the judge's bench and shot out. It was just clear. Boom. Wallflower, thank you so much. You became a member. Brett, bless you, bless you. And if you sent me a Cash App, I will definitely boot the little heart. I can't give you a little
Direct examination. He moved the bag. Yep. Olivia posted it.
But if you send me a Venmo, I'll send you a little thank you note. Thank you so much. My darlings, it is almost 10, Miss Melanie. What should we do? Are we going to miss Aiden? What are we going to do?
This intro is so long. I think we have another minute or two.
We got another 5 minutes. Okay, 2 cards fell out. A man and a lesson.
And a lesson. We've seen both of those already because I'm taking notes. Yes, those have both come up more than once. 2 times for a man and 2 times for a lesson. There's a man who needs to be taught a lesson.
And here's
Or,
something.
again, they were trying to teach him a lesson.
That's what I'm getting. Now, you see,
You know who
she's
she looks
writing
like?
things down just like you, Miss Mel.
Do you know who she looks like?
Who?
Allie McCabe.
I think she looks like Boozy Beauty in some regard when I first saw her, but the lesson above. A lesson above. The man, a lesson above. We've got to find that part where, what's his face? Yuri, sorry. Yes, what's his face?
The closed captions called him Puke one day, and I thought that was just perfect. Puke.
Puke. That's right. Puke.
She does look a little bit like Laura Alessi, the girl. Laura Alessi, but maybe Allie McCabe needs to be taught a lesson. Or maybe Allie McCabe is going to be the one who's going to needs a clean conscience and is just like, yeah, they told me to say that I picked up Colin at whatever time, but...
Hi, Derek. Derek Carney is in here. Hello, my darling. Aiden will be on replay for the rest of our lives. You can watch that anytime you want. We are feeling in here today. Bless you. Listen, I still play
lesson
that
from
song.
the man above. Locked up John's case files. Oh, that's it. What was John working on? What case files was he working on? What case files was John working on?
Before. What was he working on before? I know he is involved with Sandra Birchmore. I mean, let's think about this. There's something connecting them, because why would the defense team ask for some of that documentation? Is there a reason other than, what would that reason be?
To show a pattern of cover-up, to show a pattern of, well, because that happened 1 year prior, to show the same players being involved in covering for cops. I mean, but maybe you're right.
Please be cautious about the words you're putting in the chat.
Direct above, before.
Please.
Like what happened before. The cases that happened before.
Yes,
Evan
please.
Albert went to Sandra's apartment. That's right. That's right.
I'm going to tell you what I think.
Okay.
This with Sandra happened during the middle of a snowstorm. And they thought they got away with it. And Morissy helped them to a certain degree in that office. They thought they got away with it. So why would these people who formerly lived on Fairview not think, you know what, if there's a snowstorm coming up, this would be a wonderful time to have a little chit chat with
Mirror
John.
is the next word. Yeah,
Why?
exactly.
And because, I mean, after all, Matthew Farwell got away with it. If he gets hurt.
I think somebody said in the chat, John told Chris Albert about Kevin Albert that night. I think that's what somebody said.
Yes.
I got it backwards.
Yes.
Lot. Mirror and then Lot.
Can we please watch what we put in the chat? Thank you so much.
Mirrored situations. It's time to look closer in the mirror. We haven't seen that card yet. It's time to look closer.
Look at the mirror in this card. This is a mirror.
It's beautiful. And there's a chair and a window.
And
memory. And then there's memory.
Shedding some light on this.
It's time to look closer at your memory. Mirror inverted. Yes, the mirror is the inverted video. Great work.
Oh, very good. See, hello. What? Put us on the defense team. All of you, I've always said, chat.
Lot. The Canton PD parking lot. The keys in the Canton PD parking lot. Look, it's time to look closer. What was he carrying in that bag?
Yes.
Higgins was moving bags around from the cars. What was in those bags?
I think
Canton
cleaning
PD lot.
supplies. I also think it was like a tarp.
False memories. False memories.
Because what? Time to rest again, Mel.
Time to rest.
But see, look at the books. So I'm wondering, are we supposed to just slow down and go through the evidence and rest a minute and think things through? Wondering.
Memory could also be phone or video data memory. That's right. A lot of lights. Lights, tail lights, street lights.
And you know what?
Closer
Thank
look at the
you.
false memories about the videos in the Sally Port in the parking lot. Who put that all together? Got to give you credit, Kelly. Glowy bits so we quit. Closer look at the false memories about the videos in the Sally Port in the parking lot.
I want
Maybe
to thank each and every one of you because this is the most people that I've ever had in a live
Yay!
stream.
We broke a record for Lady Zelda tonight. Woo!
Yes. By the light of the silvery moon.
Did exchange a tire and iron in one of those vehicles. Maybe the lights in the parking lot. The mirrored video. John's really talking tonight, huh? He's got a lot to say because these words,
you're
sometimes
here.
I've watched and the words don't come up as quickly. Like he's really got a lot to say
It's
right now
because
because
you're here.
everyone is here and this is a record-breaking crowd.
Look at this. How many times has that come up again? I keep shuffling.
Overlooked evidence. I'm keeping track. I think like
So
5 times
there's
already.
definitely a pattern. Overlooked evidence. We have to look closer. We have to look. Thank you so much, everyone. You guys
3
are just
times.
wonderful.
Missing information is the key to unlock information. The key. It's time to look at the men on the lot looking at the lights.
Overlooked evidence, the camera videos. I'm going to tell you, there's so much more that's going to come out.
The key.
I'm
He's like,
serious.
the key is the overlook. Maybe there's more. There's more video.
I'm going to tell you what John told me when I had that little, I don't know if you knew this or not, Miss Mel.
Mm-hmm.
Christmas Eve, it was like I had this, I don't even know what to call it, where John took me to the ER. And I saw him laying there. And I made a video of that. And it was before some of these things even came out. But John showed me, because he was standing across the room from me, and I'm watching. I'm seeing him laying there on a gurney. He had already been gone. They pronounced him. And he pointed to his clothes on the floor. A trooper came in that was clean shaved. I did not see his face, who had gloves on, and took his, because I was on the side of John's right arm, took his right hand and patted John's arm. It was open-handed. There wasn't anything that was placed. John did not have clothes on, but it wasn't like that. It was not, you knew that it wasn't, but it was like a Barbie doll. Hello, you didn't say anything. So he patted John's arm. He stood there. He looked at John. Someone caught his attention out the door. He looked out the door and he went out the door. And I stood there and watched. It was like a remote viewing.
Wait, who went out the door, the trooper or John?
The trooper. And I stood there and John watched me. And the next thing you know, we went off onto another scene. But it was, he showed me where he was actually going down the steps of the basement. There were 2 people in front of him, 1 person behind him. And the person behind him kind of shoved him. Grayson. The person, yes. Oh, and he had his socks on. And that's the only thing that he had was socks. And the heels. Pardon?
I've been talking about the socks forever. Where are the socks?
The heels were on top of his feet. And he said those were not his socks. So somebody had to replace his socks. Why? Because if he took his shoes off, his socks would have dog hair on them.
That's the overlooked evidence. Where are the socks?
Right. So he showed me where he went down the steps. Someone pushed him from behind and he fell into the 2, and they took that as he was being aggressive, British. And that's when the perpetual started hitting the fan. Then it did not flow. It just, would show me segments. The next segment was he was laying on the floor and there were 3 standing over him laughing. They sat him up, They took white towels and somebody held them on the back of his head. Next thing you know, he's laying, he shows me, it's pitch black in a cold, dark place, is what he said. Cold, dark place. And he did not have his shoes on. Then he shows me the outside. I was putting two and two together, and I think they took him out through the bulkhead, and I have a tarot card that looks like the bulkhead. I need to show that to you now.
Maybe the towels or the overlooked. Yeah, Higgy probably had towels in his duffel bags
That's
that
what
drove
I'm
off each
thinking.
day.
Because I don't believe they thought that it was as serious as what it was.
Right.
He did not.
And he was just going to come too.
Yeah, he didn't
Maybe.
show me how it happened. He just showed me that it happened because it went in segments. I'm going to show you all this
Primary.
card. Towels. That's what I think. I think towels were in the back because you saw Brian Albert. You saw Brian Albert look a little shocked when AJ showed him the picture of the bulkhead, the door on the stand. Now, I'm going to show this. I hope you can see it. Look at this. This is a tarot card from the Mythic Tarot deck.
Yeah.
And it looks like the bulkhead, but look, I don't know if you can see it in the window.
Uh-huh.
That is a picture of a waterfall.
Oh, no way.
Yes, ma'am. This is the Judgment card. People raising from the being unalived.
Judgment Day is coming. Bicycle.
My bicycle passed your window.
Were there any bicycles in the garage?
Could have been. I can't figure out what that. There's another one that shows the bulkhead as well. Now, I've had these cards forever, but anytime I've ever done any reading and used the tarot for Karen's case, I use the Mythic Tarot because a lot of things came out. And as far as Aiden's, anybody who wants to go over there is more than welcome. I'm not going to hold you back. We're just not quite done yet. We'll come over one of these centuries. Okay, so look at this one. This is the High Priestess card coming down the wall. And look in the back on the wall. She's holding a pomegranate, but there's another. Let me see if I can get it closer. There is another. Wait, let me see if I can do it this way. Oh, that's much better.
Oh, that's better, yeah.
There is another picture of the waterfall.
Oh, wow.
The waterfall bar. Amazing. I keep asking what was in the garage and what that stain was that AJ looked at. Because obviously those...
It looked like paint, but also people have said that people could use paint to cover up other stains that might be picked up by luminol.
But sometimes that doesn't...
Ian Whiffen is British. Could he have overlooked evidence? Great catch, Tiffany.
Good catch. He is a Brit. Hello. He is. Bicycle. Could it been... Let's be careful about what we put in the chat, please. John has pointed his finger, and I'm not going to say it because I don't want the liability. Because I know they watch.
Who or what is Grayson? Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. It reminds me of a character that from a TV show. There was a Grayson, I thought. But maybe I'm just thinking Grey's Anatomy.
I don't know.
Bicycle. 2 wash cycles to clean the towels, says Mark York. Bicycle, like 2 cycles of something.
Wow, that's interesting.
Or 2 key cycles.
Microdots uses a British accent.
That's
bravo.
Right. That's right. CPU Mod 1.
Known. I wish.
My crime time says Ian was a police officer in my town and he left under a dark cloud. Oh, here's something that says known.
Card just flew out. Abandoned. They
Again.
abandoned him in wherever it was. He was alone, cold, dark place. And frankly, I think once that happened, that it was someone, I don't want to say who, but I saw him go over and whisper to Jennifer McCabe. And that's when they started getting everybody out and having everybody scatter.
Known as in they know it. Gray key. Grayson, gray key. Grayson. Known. Somebody knows. Somebody, no. Key Grayson, gray key. Yeah, Grayson, gray key.
You know, word on the street, because somebody emailed me and I didn't take it, you know, I just take it, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Pardon me.
God, my crime time says Ian had a case here and he was caught lying in court about the phone data. Well, that's pretty awesome, because if that can be like brought, I mean, might shut up all the haters. Central, like a central line used in life-saving, like a,
Whoa.
that's why he left, says my crime time. That's so interesting.
A lot of these cards fell out. It's all about timing, seek more knowledge, and the pathway ahead. So every time I see that, you know why I did this? I love the lighthouse in Montauk and I love it in St. Augustine. But they light the way for weary travelers. Just when you think you can't see the shore, you get that little glimmer of light. And that's all it takes, is that little glimmer of hope. Thank you, Jess. You are darling. I am sending this in hopes it helps you keep going and forget about when turtles on. Okay, my darlings. Thank you so much. Forgotten. Done. Your wish is my command. Central Station. Grayson means head of a state in the dictionary. Oh.
Central Station. Grayson means head of the estate in the dictionary. Oh, like the head of the family, like the head of the house.
Administrator?
Like the head of the household of 34 Fairview. Who's the head of the household? We know.
Is there a street called Central Street near 34? Near Fairview?
Grace is, wait, Jules, All Right Cupcake says Grayson is a speed bicycle. And he did say Will. Central Dispatch. Right, Devers. Kelly Dever. Wasn't she working Central Dispatch?
She was.
And I think what the overlooked evidence is the video of Brian Higgins and who did she say she saw go in there for a wildly long time? Berkey and Higgins go in there for a wildly long time. There's video of that's been overlooked, and that's the key to the case, maybe.
Wisdom is needed. Wisdom is needed. Should we pop on over to another spirit box that the words come out very quickly?
Yeah, I think this one's the energy is getting less now.
Okay,
Central.
let me
whatever you want to do. I'm here for it. I'm hooked. Grayson is also the name of a clothing line. I just read that.
Yes.
Is Colin known to ride a bicycle? Did someone ride a bicycle to go meet Allie? There's been a lot of speculation about like the high school and like, because remember the Life 360 data showed her at the high school.
I ride my bicycle past your window last night. Okay, so let me get this ready. I don't like to
just call us out by saying.
You can see the reflection on there. Hopefully it won't.
Here's another one.
Calibrating. So there we go. Let's see. Now this one talks.
Ask.
Okay.
What is the
what should we ask? Can you all see
Help.
this? Help. Oh.
Ask for help.
Are you asking us for help? Hunt. Okay.
Nature.
Nature. So you were outside.
Run.
Run.
Who was running away? Into nature, maybe on a bicycle.
Share.
Wow. Got a lot to say tonight, pal.
Hair.
Remember, great, share, hair.
Regret.
Dog hair. The dog hair.
The dog hair. Regret.
Karen had regrets about ever texting
Wish.
Higgins in the first place.
Wish. Time.
Relaxed.
Relax. Time is needed.
Huge.
Huge.
Swear.
Dog hair.
I swear.
Audience.
Worldwide.
Old. History.
Old history.
Surgeon.
Surgeon. Has this happened before?
Great.
I've always wondered,
Short.
has something close to this
Dislike.
happened
Happy.
before?
Question.
Wow.
A lot of words coming.
Awake.
Oh, they were really awake. They lied and said they were sleeping and they didn't hear the screams outside. Maybe.
Lose.
Hurting loose.
Refuse.
Can y'all see this?
Surgeon told the truth.
If you hear a man talking, that's my son.
Dead.
He's working.
Hurting, lose, refuse, dead.
Love. Hate. Sit.
Who has a love-hate relationship?
Sit is something you would say to the dog. Sit.
No.
Or he was sitting.
Yes.
He was sitting up for a while. Sit and no are things that commands for a dog, right?
Yes.
Care.
He's still awake. They refused to help.
Travel. So they took you from one place to another. That's traveling.
Inevitable.
They drug
Kill.
you.
Kill. Inevitable kill. It was inevitable that they had to kill him because he knew something? Or because he couldn't wake up? Because if he woke up, he would be able to say what happened.
Well, see, that's been another question of
Why?
mine too. Who made
Ready.
that collective
Purpose.
decision? Because he was still alive.
White, ready, purpose. White towels.
Who-
Remember you started talking about the white towels?
Yes.
Hot. Real.
Who made that collective decision
Imagine.
to say if he wakes up, he's going to narc on us?
Nasty. Here.
Somebody heard something. Real and imagine are like two total
Crazy.
polar opposites. Crazy. Who's
Quiet.
crazy? They were calling Karen crazy.
Red.
Contact is coming.
Contact is coming.
Escape. Community.
This is a
Wonder.
Escape. Somebody had to escape from the house, and everybody wondered. Contact coming to you. Maybe Steve Scanlon's gonna have a change of heart and be like, you know what? My story was right.
I'm going to make
Escape
a
from the
statement
community.
here.
Some people are escaping from the community.
Trapped.
I'm going to make a statement, and it may not be that popular, but I'm
Fear.
going to say if I was this young man's
Crash.
family,
Crash.
mother, I know how
Blue.
I would be
Pen.
with my son.
Good.
Just because Karen was acquitted and they didn't prove anything, after
County.
seeing all this information, I would be digging deep.
County.
Miss.
Norfolk County. The blue paint.
The blue paint.
Happy.
I think Happy's coming. times. Yeah, the Ford Edge driver got away also.
Find. Smell. Secure.
Be careful, darlings, of what you put in the chat, okay?
Real.
It's time to look closer. Another mirror.
We've seen that.
Hate.
It's time to look closer at that video and find out who doctored it and proctored it and how they
Yes.
altered it and who did that, because it's not the first time. Maybe, in my opinion.
Think.
I know what I'm told by this energy. I know what I think. I'm not going to say who it is and point fingers
Daughter.
because I'm not going to say that here.
Daughter.
Oh,
I
yeah.
told you who that card looked like.
Yeah, you sure did. Oh, wait, there's a card here. That is.
Great.
A wolf in sheep's clothing. Well, that just about describes every single person involved in this.
Sure does.
Tully.
Liv.
Dad.
He's
Dad.
got his hands in everything.
Press.
Dad impress. Somebody's trying to impress her dad
Three.
and is worried that if they tell the truth, their dad will hate them.
I think Piggy was already
Sit.
parked across
Feel.
the street when these people pulled up that were in the pickup truck.
Hang.
Hang has come up a couple
Dr.
times.
Wolf.
Pond.
Dr.
Hang
Wolf.
is Sandra Birchmore.
Yeah.
And Hunt
History.
has come up a couple of times too.
Grandfather. Like.
There's,
That looks like a vicious dog, that card that you just had up there.
yeah,
Somebody
the
said, yeah.
Talk.
Grandfather, history. This has been going on for generations.
Run.
I don't think this is the first time something close to this has happened.
Strong.
People are afraid. Who do you go to?
Really afraid. People in town that live there are really afraid to speak out. They watch, but they don't chat. And
Surgeon.
surgeon again with the surgeon.
Could that be Marie
Determined.
Russell?
Is she a
Dr.
surgeon
Marie Russell?
though? She was an
Dark.
ER doc. I don't think she did surgery.
Look what just fell out again.
Hell.
And that looks like Chloe.
Word.
Change directions.
Yesterday.
What happened yesterday? The emails came out yesterday.
Emails.
Guess.
Guess.
Happy.
My power is draining. And I have it plugged in.
That's okay. I think it's time to wrap soon. I'm getting hungry.
Oh,
I'm getting hangry. For me, I haven't eaten.
Unhappy.
okay, so let's
Open.
ask.
I get hangry. I get unhappy when I'm hangry.
You have to
I
get
can know, John.
you have to get some nourishment. Give us a last word over here, please. Last word coming, so we can. We're gonna do this again.
Wolf's
Everyone,
happy that the
please.
emails came out. He's happy the emails came out, and some other people are unhappy about that.
That's right. That they opened them. They were able to open those emails. Everyone, I want to thank you.
Strong.
We're going to
Punch.
do this again.
Punch.
Strong punch. Yeah, that'll do it. So we're going to say goodnight now to this. I'm going to take this down so we can.
Thanks, you guys, for hanging out with us.
Final. That's right. The final word. Thank you very much.
Speak.
Okay, final speak.
He wants us to keep speaking about this case.
You
He doesn't
got-
want us to
listen,
shut up
this
about it,
thing-
and we're not.
This
We're not
thing-
shutting up about it.
No. This thing starts going, and it's like we could go on here for hours.
That
But if
one
you
was
need-
really powerful.
If you need
Go
to
back and watch it
leave,
again.
yes. But if you need to leave, my darling,
You need to
I'm gonna
thank your
s-
people.
I'm going to
Thank
thank
you.
my people. But hang in there because I have a little goodbye outro for Miss Mel.
Oh, thank you.
And please come back so we can do this again.
I love
Please,
it. I'll
please.
happily come back.
Definitely, definitely. So I want to thank each and every one of you for being here, coming over, beautiful cupcakes, and seeing the Queen, Miss Melanie Little. And she has an open invitation anytime. Come back. So thank you, Melanie, for being here.
My
And
pleasure.
here is a little outro for you, and we'll say goodbye.
Unless you got to come back for the super chats. I don't know how many super chats you have left to thank. So maybe play the outro for me so I could see it. And then if you have any super chats to get to, come back for that.
I've got super chats.
Okay,
Believe
cool.
me, there's more. So thank you. So here's the outro. But are you want to hang in there for the super chats, or do you?
No, I'm gonna go. So I just want to see the outro though, if you don't mind, because I love your work.
No, not at all. Here
Thanks,
you are.
everyone. Thanks
You're
for
short. Don't
watching.
blink. You'll miss it. Here we go, darlings.
We now must say goodbye to attorney Melanie Little and send her back to YouTube land for another riveting court drama narration. Thank you and all the little cupcakes for coming. Please come back soon. Now, off you go. Bye for now.
Oh, I wish I was that skinny. You did me good. You did me good from the rear view, baby. I love it. And I love the Colorado Buffalo Stadium and Ralphie into New York City. I love it.
There you go. Thanks again, darling.
Thanks, everyone. Thank you for your generosity tonight for helping Lady Zelda, who got robbed by a viewer who we will not name. Love you.
Right.
Bye.
Love you. Bye. What wasn't that absolutely stunningly wonderful? I love it. And you know what? I just thought about this. If you're still watching, Miss Mel, that intro and outro that I made is British. I always put the Brit accent because I love it so. So anyway, I love it. So I want to thank some of you that have sent these super chats on, and then I'm going to say goodnight because it's been I'm going to get ready for tomorrow. Please do me a favor. True Oracle, it's not this one, but it's True Oracle. I'm going to put an announcement in my community tab, and in True Oracle tomorrow at 2 p.m. Eastern, that is New York time for America, I will be here to answer your questions, read cards, and have a lot of fun. So thank you so much, and let me get these little things out for each and every one of you. Jen, the crazy cat lady, I love you. Look at that little sweetheart member for 2 months, and thank you for hanging in there with me. Kat Randall gifted 1 Lady Zelda membership. Now I've got some here on my phone, and I don't want to forget each and every one of you. I'm going to, oh no, I don't want to end the stream. Hello. That would have been horrible. So let me see if I can tell each and every one of you thank you, especially Cash Appers. Okay. Ellen, thank you so much for your generosity. Liz, bless you. Brian Goodman, thank you. Thank you, Melanie, for telling her YouTube. Yeah, that's right. Thank you. Thank you. Cheryl Fleshman paid you. Oh, thank you. Oh, my goodness. Generous. Thank you. Thank you. Deborah, thank you. You are an amazing person. Now, I don't like sometimes when you send these private, I'm not going to say what they are, but believe me, they are extremely generous. And thank you, thank you, thank you. So Stephanie, thank you, my darling. Andrea, y'all are top shelf. Mary Frances, I love you. Victoria, bless you, my darling. Held hands the whole time. I'm so sorry someone did this. It's okay. It's okay, because you know what? I'm just totally blessed. And it's evident here. This is the first time that I've been able to meet Miss Melanie, I want to say in person, because we chat back and forth in her YouTube. I love it. And don't you think we just clicked? And we are going to definitely invite her. She's got an open invitation always. And believe me, Little and Kelly will be at it to crack the cases. And also, I'm going to take her up on that paranormal investigation. We will go, go, go. So there you are, my darling. So Sharon, thank you so much. Bethel, thank you. Kelly, thank you so much. Christina, bless you. Denise, thank you so much. I'm also a small business owner. Cash App stole. Oh no, Cash App stole from you. I love your channel. It helps me with my own tarot reading. Thank you, thank you. And Michelle, bless you as well. Thank you to each and every one of you. So stay tuned. Get ready for tomorrow. Mel was just a total blessing tonight. thank you to each and every one. Everyone, get a little snack, rest easy, because you know what? John will have justice. I'm very confident of that. John will have justice. And my darling little cupcakes, I'm just going to leave you with me doing a little work. No, I'm going to play my little outro here. My little outro. So I want to thank you again. This is all for tonight. Have fun over at Aiden's, and I'll see you all very, very soon. Bye for now. They'll tell you the facts are clear, but the truth always flickers between the lines. In every shadow, there's a secret that refuses to stay buried. Clues hide in symbols, and sometimes even fate won't show its hand. Voices echo not just from the living, but from the silence they leave behind. I'm Lady Zelda. This is Seeing Crime, where what's hidden doesn't stay hidden for long. Until next time, keep watching.